Doing it live?
Yeah, that's how this works.
I love how the fucking Discord pops up and says, starting the stream, nerds. Like, it just knows. It knows now.
Well, yeah, I actually... So, fun thing about Restream
Yeah.
is that it let me set that up. Yeah, and so, like...
I kind of liked it better when it said, F it, we're doing it live.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
And you went and messed that all up.
I mean, yeah, but...
Can't do anything right.
He's a big jerk who ruins things.
It's
All
true.
the things.
It's also terrible because the title of the stream right now...
Yeah. Is it narrative, Bat Rep?
Yeah, because I forgot to change it.
Oh my god. You're the actual worst at this.
It's okay.
This base might be too big for the paint handle.
What? No way. Let me see it.
Here, put it in.
Yeah, it works. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I see. You just gotta use the top one.
Also, thanks. So, as you can see by what is not happening right
What
now.
up, nerds?
What up, nerds?
We came here to do a little hobby stream action going on.
Yeah, because
we weren't creative enough to think of anything else to do tonight.
well, yeah, Tuesday's stream was extreme.
Oh my god, I can't believe you went there.
And
I'm so sad now.
you shouldn't be.
I can't believe you would do that.
Why?
That was awful.
Great.
Done did it, Nick.
He went and done did it,
I
Brad.
do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so like a bunch of stuff updated.
Yeah, like what?
Restream and Streamlabs.
No way.
Yeah, and now like okay, there we go. I'm back to viewing these. So Nick's painting. He's painting his AdMech.
I'm painting some AdMech dudes up, guys.
I didn't have any interesting work to do.
Why does it need to be interesting? You want stuff to paint. Look at all this. I mean, you can't see it. Maybe they can see it. Nope, they can't see it.
They can't see it.
Guys, I have like a whole table full of stuff.
It's true.
It's not getting done tonight.
Obviously not. These guys might not get done tonight, but
Probably not. Well, I mean, like, they're mostly done already. Like, I'm literally just painting their swords, kind of. So, like,
that's fair.
you know.
Well, yeah, but I just didn't want to paint faces on a stream.
Oh, I mean, like, you know,
Just like
F it.
spend a whole stream. And spend a whole stream.
It's not like you're doing anything else productive right now.
That's fair.
Got him.
That's really fair.
You got.
I don't know if you guys can hear Arbiter or not. I'm going to assume that you can.
I mean
I'm being loud.
yeah.
He's being loud on
and
purpose.
The mic thing.
Yeah, it's actually like an okay mic.
Yeah. It's a pretty good webcam, honestly.
Oh my god.
What?
I never thought that I would, like, want one of these.
Yeah.
And now I want one of these. Now that I've actually used one. I'm saying I want one, stream, because this isn't mine. In case you didn't get that.
Yeah, it's mine.
It's Lester's.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, you want a paint handle? And I was like, hell yes.
Well, yeah, because, you know, you were like, I need to hold this thing, and then I noticed that you have those big old hands, and I was like,
Mittens.
yeah, you have mittens for hands.
Do you have these giant hands? Look, stream. Look at my giant hands.
And I was
We should call him
Should call me Mittens.
like, yeah. Nicholas B. Mittens.
Get better.
Let's not do that.
Now it's a thing forever.
Yeah, welcome. All right.
God damn it.
All right, fans. Say hello to Nicholas B. Mittens.
Fans, I'm gonna tell you this one time and one time only. If you call me Nicholas B. Mittens, I will find you.
Don't worry, he won't. He doesn't.
The internet.
Yeah.
I know, right? Don't threaten. It's the worst thing you can ever do.
Yeah.
Never threaten the internet. The internet always wins.
Also.
Isn't that right, Brian the Hedgehog?
It's funny because my whole life is an embarrassing nickname.
Your whole life is
Well, really a series of them.
That's
a series
true.
of embarrassing nicknames.
That's true. A series of embarrassing nicknames. Starting with your actual name.
That's fair. But for reals, painting stuff. Yo, So I'm pretty jazzed.
Are you? What are you jazzed about? Let's chat.
Yeah, I'm jazzed about episode 2 of What Lurks Below.
Yeah. Hey, we should do a little chat about our
Yeah.
recent stream there. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I enjoyed it.
At least the game was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on the stream because I didn't watch it. I was really busy during it, so I couldn't tune in.
Well, I mean, we didn't get like any complaints.
That's true.
Yet.
Yeah, our complaints happened like weeks later.
Yeah.
After I don't know, it's too late for me to have changed it.
Right.
And then notice. So like I guess not the first live stream. The first live stream we did in like a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
I
First live stream we did with like new equipment and stuff.
Yeah, and like Kill Team.
Yeah. Was it our first Kill Team live stream? I think it was.
Yeah, and it turned out that throughout that whole stream, I had both the camera and the mic, the like Meteor mic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you had both
audio
mics going? Oh my god.
Yeah, and that was also the one where the mobile cam was just like
all messed up.
Yeah, so it was basically the worst stream that's ever been produced by anyone ever. We did it. Congrats. And then somebody was like, "Yeah,
accomplishments, hooray!"
Yeah, the echo isn't great, and it's like, yeah, you're right. So many, but hey, it was fixed by next stream, which was actually like
the other day.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like it got fixed a couple days later, but thinking about it though, that means that person wouldn't tune in though, right? So like even if they would have tuned in later, then now they'd had the one bad experience. So they're like...
I mean, I always like to try to give things more than one chance, but that's just me.
I don't.
Also, just throw this out there. There's a lot of people on the internet.
There is a lot of people on the internet. We're actually people on the internet right now.
I mean, you guys are.
Fair.
I'm a real human.
Why would you?
Whoa.
Why would you want to do
Wait
that?
a minute. Are you Ted Cruz?
let's not bring that here.
Okay, I'm just real human Ted Cruz.
Well, let's not.
I couldn't resist. He said real human.
I know it's funny, but
no, I'm with you. I'm with you about it. Not bringing it here.
Compartmentalization is important.
So guys, what's up? What are you guys working on tonight? Anything?
What are you guys working on? If you are working and or are tuned in, or are working and tuned in, and are tuned in to your work.
Wow. That was a lot of stuff you just said there.
I mean, yeah.
Also,
you gotta be tuned into your work, Nick.
It's fair. We're working on doing some kind of effect on these swords that I've never really done before. So we'll see how it goes.
Make sure you flash the cam with it.
Yeah. I don't know how well it's getting picked up on the camera there, because it's trying to focus now.
Yeah. It's hard to get this thing to focus exactly.
Come on. It's not focusing. Yeah, I don't think they can really pick it up, unfortunately.
It's fine.
Because it's two colors that are very, very similar, but it's basically, I'm trying to do that whole energy ripple-y kind of effect on their little sword thingies here.
So, on Sword in the Shadows sword.
Yeah.
And also, actually, this. Here. We'll take a look at this Spacewolf Power Sword, right?
A little bit, yeah.
If I can get it into focus.
Nope.
Check out my camera mastery. Okay, I had it for 2 seconds there.
Put something behind it.
There we go. Anyways, so for that, I took Fenrisian Gray.
Yeah.
Covered the whole sword in it.
That's not the one I want. This picture.
Let it dry. And then wet blended Fenrisian Gray and Vallejo Dead White.
I did a little wet blendy here. I have this Vallejo Arctic Blue.
Yeah.
It's actually an airbrush paint, but it's metallic, so I really like it. And then this model color, just Azure. Azure. Yeah, so I mixed those two colors together to make the Arctic Blue a little bit brighter. And then I used the Azure to do the little lines, which, I mean, you can see it.
Yeah.
Right? Like...
Yeah. I would dry brush a little bit of white on like the edges and such.
Yeah, that's the plan.
And
Just
that'll
let it dry up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna hit it with this Gilliman blue glaze.
Ooh.
So.
Gilliman.
Blue. Yeah, like I was gonna use Soulstone blue, but it's kind of getting old and.
I didn't even know there were that many glazes.
This is a technical, right? Like, so I think Gilliman blue is really the only like blue glaze that's in this color.
Yeah.
I like the Soulstone blue for gems and stuff, and it still works, right? Like, it still is a great color for gems. It's just not the right color for what I'm doing here because it's not going to be transparent enough.
Right.
But yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Do it.
Doing it.
Doing it well.
Doing it well, dog.
I mean, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Jibba-jibba-da.
Jabba jabba da.
So, anyways,
Jabba jabba dabba.
So,
Anybody get their hands on the new Orc Codex yet, and have anything to comment about it? I don't know if there's anybody in the stream watching yet, but
I mean, nobody said anything yet.
that's fair. That's fair.
A fire.
It's today.
It's a fire. We're orcs. We're fired. And we missed.
Fire. We missed. Because we don't aim. Yeah, I really want to get my hands on a copy of that still. I know you do too, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
You're all about Team Orcs right now.
I think I've secretly always been about orcs.
I don't think it's that big of a secret, honestly.
I'm not so secretly.
Not so secret. There we go. There's a white.
I'm all about. I do love the orcs. I love them as a force.
This is like the same.
I like.
white.
Everybody knows I like melee, hence why I like the Space Wolves so much.
Yeah. You're all about getting up in close combat.
Yeah.
I'm all about that warp fuckery.
Right. And I'm also just into things that are funny, like.
Yeah, it's true. You are.
And that just have funny interactions, like the bubble chucka, where the shots is D6, the strength is D6, the AP is minus D6, the damage is D6.
Yeah.
Like, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's absolutely hilarious. And so I want like 9 of them. Right? And to just bog down a game with just me having to roll a million D6s every time I fire a thing. That's not actually why I would want it. Because I also hate when things get bogged down with stuff like that. So
it's really like it's not really funny. It's kind of funny to me though that you like.
Super funny.
Thank you.
That
I what?
You like don't wish you had obliterators. Because they kind of do the same thing, you know.
I mean,
like almost exactly, but it's D3 instead of D6. Sorry.
Yeah, but long fangs are better.
You're right.
Like.
I'm not even gonna try to argue that.
Long fangs are so good.
No, I'm not. Like that's not an argument I'm gonna make. Although, like to be fair, obliterators still good.
I mean, yeah, good. But yeah, so like but anyways, the bubble chuck is so funny. Red ones go faster is so funny and is amazing now. Because like adding 1 to the speed of everything, is the best. So that had me thinking about, because I was thinking about some stuff while I was at work, because I can't stop thinking ever. It's a real problem. I should work on that. Yeah.
you should think about that a little bit.
I should meditate on it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Step back and contemplate.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get this to focus real quick.
There you go.
Kind of, maybe, sort of.
Yeah. It's difficult because we don't have like the full frame up. Closer doesn't help. Once things go.
There it goes.
Yeah.
There it goes. Yeah. See what I'm doing there, guys?
Yeah. Oh, hey, we can see it.
Yeah.
A little white will help.
Yep, that's what I just did.
A little more white will help.
Okay.
So let me just get back to so I can see chat. Bam.
A little bit.
So the okay, yeah. I'm on a number of Facebook posts or Facebook pages for 40K on my YMB Lester Facebook page.
Yep.
And somebody had noted about, everybody's always asking on those sorts of things, like, oh, hey, is X faction actually competitive?
Right.
Oh, should I buy into X faction? Can I win games with them? The answer is yes, you can win games. You can win games with any faction.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, just play what you like. Like, I think, like, a lot of people are always like, they're too focused on the winning aspects of the game and not focused enough on the, like, just, do you like your army? Because I got news for you, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you play an army that just wins constantly, but you don't like it, it's boring as fuck.
Yeah, it's real boring. Yeah.
Like, it gets super boring, super fast, and then eventually what happens, right, because you win all the damn time, is you're going to run out of opponents that want to play you.
Yeah.
Because they know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're just going to win all the damn time.
Even if you like the player.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, it's that's why, at least here locally, right, like, we don't push so much. Like, I don't bring 5 million Dark Reapers every time I play Eldar.
Yeah. Right, like,
I do bring a million scare.
You
do bring a million scare.
But to be fair, they're super easy to kill.
And they're cool. Also, and we're so pivotal in our last game being super cool that I can't be mad at them.
No,
like
can't.
the imagery of them climbing up out of the ground.
Oh man,
and just like pouncing on Space Wolves and Eldar and tearing them to shreds.
Yeah, if you guys didn't watch our last stream, by the way, you should definitely check it out. It's definitely on the long side.
Yeah, it's about 3 hours.
It's about 3 hours long because it's 2 1,500 point lists and a 1,350 point list.
Yeah.
Of Eldar, Necrons, and Space Wolves.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
So.
But anyways,
it's rad.
Self plugs aside.
Yes.
Okay, so somebody had asked, are vanilla Space Marines
Oh my god.
viable in? And
yes.
1, yes. 2, yes. 3, somebody had said in there, well, they haven't been winning a lot of tournaments versus other cheesier lists, and it got it's okay, guys. Play Space Marines if you like them. Don't play Space Marines if you don't like them. If you like the look of Space Marines,
if you play Space Marines, don't play Ultramarines. I'm just kidding. Play what you like.
Yeah. Right. Like if you fell in love with that blue and gold color scheme, which is. Do you mean besides it being one of the most pleasing color patterns to the eye?
Yeah, like it looks good, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's a bad looking color scheme, but I am saying that Ultramarines are boring as fuck to me personally.
I mean, yeah.
I am not hating on anybody who plays Ultramarines by any stretch.
Yeah.
Because I don't even think they're the strongest Space Marine faction. Personally.
So, anyways, blah blah blah. Dude Bro said that. His Dude Bros say that sort of stuff. And it got me to thinking, like, I think the thing about... because the other thing that got me on that was that he said the power creep is real this edition. But then I was thinking, and I was like, what? I mean, but, like, everything has the same rules, right?
Yes and
like,
no.
They basically use...
Everything has the same rules except for the stupid, strong, like I understand what people are saying with that a little bit, right? Because it's the same people who are saying, like, everything else is getting nerfed while other factions are just getting super duper buffed.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's stuff that affects everybody, but it seems to affect certain factions more than others.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Like, and I think that...
Yeah, like the beta rule for CP recursion.
Yeah, that's ass.
Right? Like, it's rough, and it is very, very clearly directed at Imperial Guard. Like,
I'm okay with it. I think it's too harsh, though.
Yeah.
I think 1 CP a turn is too harsh.
I was thinking, like, maybe 1 CP per source per turn, or per round, even. So
yeah.
So it should be, freaking, like, you could get 1 from your opponent and 1 from you.
Right. So, like, if you have...
But you can already do that with the beta rules.
Well, no.
Because it's not... Like, or is it per round?
Yeah, it's just per round you get 1, but you can get 1 back.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be per battle round, it should be per turn.
Per turn?
Right?
I'm honestly okay with them getting 2 CP back.
So it's in my humble opinion, it should either be 1 per source per turn, or like 1 per turn, period.
Right.
Or 1 per source
per round.
Per round.
Okay. Which works out to be almost about the same.
They're basically
average,
the same, yeah.
Right. Like so. The difference is, right, like, because here's the thing, right, with guard, right, a 2,000 point list with guard is going to be like, well, honestly, it can be upwards of 27 command points anyways.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, like, who cares? Like, they basically already have more CP than they're ever going to spend.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think in a... Say again.
Right. So with soup, it makes it really hurts soup lists that bring guard detachments for the CP engine.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then bring the Space Marines to do the Space Marine stuff.
Yeah.
That needs to happen.
Right. Well,
to an extent. To an extent.
But like. Okay.
What? That's really good.
There needs to be an opportunity cost for it, and currently there really isn't.
Well.
And I don't think that adds
so.
Cost. I think
So. The opportunity cost, quote, is a relic and warlord trait.
Right.
Because it takes a relic, Kirov's Aquila, and Grand Strategist to be able to get both.
Right.
But if you bring an Ultramarine warlord,
right, and
then just dump 1 CP into guard while you bring your guard splash, you can get Kirov's Aquila. So like it's. And then your warlord trait, because you're playing Ultramarines, can be CP recursion.
Yeah.
And then if you're like super mega hype and you're bringing Bobby G, you have 3 extra CP anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I see how it hurts soup, but like,
it doesn't hurt it enough that people aren't good. Like it's gonna stop people from bringing it, right? So I think that's why they did it the way that they did. But I still think that like 1 per turn, is enough, right? Like I think that's enough of a nerf to guard and to soup that it, like I said, it doesn't make that big of a difference, right? Because like you can bring, like, what's the minimum amount of points you can bring a brigade detachment for guard in? Like 750, 800?
Oh no, like 500.
500.
You can you can stuff a.
So
it's not a good brigade.
Right.
You can get it.
But again, even on a 1,500 point list, right?
Yeah.
A brigade of guard and then a battalion of Space Marines.
Right.
Right. You're gonna have, what is that? 18 or no? That's 20 CP.
Something like that. Yeah. It's
right?
It's 12 for the brigade. 5. It's 18 CP.
Well, it's 12 for the brigade.
12 for the brigade.
5 for the battalion.
Yep.
Which is 17, and then 3 base, so that's 20.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. I'm bad at math.
It's okay.
Never do math live.
Yeah. Never do.
Never do math live.
I shouldn't.
F it. We're doing it live.
Yeah. Well, here we are.
So.
Yeah.
I like how that effect worked.
Should make sure it's in the frame.
Check it out, guys, if you can see it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah. Looking all right there.
Yeah.
I almost think it looks better on camera right there than
it does in real life. Yo, the camera is pretty kind to us a lot of the time.
It is true. That is true. Now the question is that I'm trying to figure out here, right?
Yeah.
Like I like these guys looking super robotic, right? But I'm debating if I want to put a little bit more color on them because they have like a little chest piece here that I could put some on, like I did with this guy on his cloak, which you guys can see his colors.
Yeah.
Right. Like he looks pretty rad, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to do that with his little minion buddies. I think I kind of like the aesthetic of them just looking metallic as F.
Yeah.
AF.
So
eventually I might do something with their helmet, but I think for now.
So I got to go back.
Gotta call it a day.
Because I
go back.
Finish the thought.
Okay, finish the thought.
In that the big problem that Space Marines actually have, the standard Codex Space Marines have, is that they pack all of the they pack the like light versions of other people's special rules. Right.
I think a lot of the Adeptus stuff kind of does that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the Imperium. That's the word I was looking for. A lot of the Imperium stuff kind of does that, right? Like Valhallan not being as strong as Yandon.
Right. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. So like,
You get a lot of versatility with the Imperial keyword.
you do get a lot of versatility out of it, right? But then, by getting that versatility, you get like some of the weakness of things being versatile.
Right.
Which is, you know, the good old jack of all trades, master of none sort of deal.
Yeah.
Which lets you be really applicable all the time, right? Like Imperium lists still come out pretty high.
Yeah.
In competitive stuff, and
For sure.
but like the unfortunate part for it is that you're not gonna see a lot of at like high levels. A lot of like just straight white scars or like just straight Raven Guard. Well, you might see just straight Raven Guard, who may or may not be getting a nerf, but
We'll see.
yeah, it's an almost credible rumor.
One of those, huh?
Well, yeah, it's one of those ones that's like, well, so what they took the
There seems to be a lot of those going around these days, though, and like
yeah.
a lot of them have turned up to just not be true. So.
Well, yeah, that is the nature of rumors, right?
Yeah.
The and you have some evidence, right? But like, not all the evidence is enough. So like the Codex Orcs just got released, and in the Codex Orcs release, the sneaky clan of orcs, as opposed to getting what used to be the thing that represented sneakiness, which is the -1 to hit rolls at 12 inches or more.
Yeah.
Instead of that, they got we're always in cover, right? Which is nowhere near as good.
Right.
There are also orcs, though.
They are also orcs, though. So like that's why it's an almost credible rumor, right? So like. It doesn't really make sense for them to have the -1 to hit us at 12 inches or more.
Right. Because, like, they're basically, like, standing there going...
Look how sneaky we is!
Right.
We're so sneaky, humans!
Right. Just like that.
Yeah.
See, and this is why you should play orcs.
This is why I should play orcs.
But yeah, no, like, it'd be weird for them to nerf Raven Guard and use that same rule, but then not do the same to like Alpha Legion.
Well, I meant like I Raven Guard, Alpha Legion, and the Eldar guys that do that too. They would. People seem to think that the orc thing means that they're going to change all of those sneaky type rules.
I don't.
To being that.
I don't buy it.
No, it's probably definitely more orc fluff.
Yeah.
It's definitely an orc fluff, I think.
Right.
If they do, it'd almost so it would super be awful for Raven Guard.
Yeah.
Right. It would be real bad for Eldar.
Yeah.
But I don't know too many people that bring that force for Eldar.
Yeah.
It wouldn't, in my opinion, it wouldn't hurt Alpha Legion as much, just because I personally bring Alpha Legion for the Warlord trait ability more than I bring it for the -1 to hit at 12.
Yeah. So you like it more
I like it because I just
Malfarious.
deny my opponent kill the Warlord.
Yeah.
Essentially, right?
Yeah. Or force them to have to do something dumb to get it.
A lot more work.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's that's important.
And valuable.
And valuable.
It's super valuable.
You know, forcing your opponent to do work is literally the game.
Yeah. Now, thankfully, Alpha Legion doesn't get like when you kill the actual Warlord, right?
Yeah.
The next guy down
It still has to be
doesn't
Alpha Legion, right?
Still has to be Alpha Legion 1, but 2, he doesn't get
A Warlord trait out
a
of it.
Warlord trait out of it.
Yeah.
Right? So then you just have the
Yeah. It's
regular Alpha Legion thing.
Yeah, it's gonna just pass to the next guy now too. Which is because
Super good.
Yeah, and having played against it, like a couple times. I can tell
Couple
you,
two tree.
it's a pain in the butt because like when you want to go for those slay the warlord things, you have to have set it up by killing every other character first.
Yeah.
Just so you can stop doing the work, but then you've already done the work, so it's like, what have you done? I don't know. Other things that people seem to think are coming in chapter approved, and I
some of the stuff that's coming.
Yeah, but some other things I think will get a change, and if they change one of these, then they won't be changing Alpha Legion, Raven Guard, sort of thing, because the next thing I was thinking of that they're probably going to change, because we've seen it in Kill Team already, and also in Codex Orcs, is that Plasma, instead of happening on a roll of 1, will happen on an unmodified roll of 1. Right?
I think that a lot of that stuff might change to unmodified rolls.
Yeah. So that
like it is in Kill Team.
Yeah, so that like freaking that would make Plasma not get double dipped on for -1s to hit. And actually make it so that your +1s to hit can still make you
Still get you to cause the blow,
cause you to go get hot.
Stuff.
Yeah, and then therefore
gets
like
hot. Oh man, keywords that aren't really in use anymore.
Yeah, they're there, but they're not there anymore. Yeah.
Feel no pain, gets hot, all that stuff.
Yeah. So like, which is one of my points about things being competitive or not, right?
Right.
In that those keyword special rules exist but don't exist.
Yeah.
So, like, the fact that the universal special rules exist but don't exist makes it so, like, literally everything's pretty much competitive. At least from what I can tell.
Yeah.
Now, I don't roll around the streets. I don't go on the streets and get into tournaments, right?
Right.
Because, I don't know, I'm just not like that for this, right? I'm like that for something else, but...
It's fair. That's fair.
You know, you got people get competitive about. Everybody gets competitive about something, right?
Yeah.
And 40K is just not mine. It's not the thing I get competitive about.
Some of us get competitive about like almost everything.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I wasn't just talking about you. I get pretty competitive myself, but most of the time that competitiveness like wears off after a while. Like mid competition, and I'm just like, I don't care. Now I just want to do the cool thing.
Yeah, let's just do cool stuff, right? Which was the wrong way to play War Machine when we were playing it. At least when because right? Like War Machine, you got to come in with a real competitive mindset. Like, oh no, I'm here to get. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
I'm here to win. I came here to kick ass and kill warcasters. You tell we've been playing RDR2?
We've been playing a lot of RDR2.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons I'm just like, need to chill right now, you know?
Yeah, just need to take some time and
chill.
Work on some hobby stuff, man.
Yeah, and also
I have so much unpainted hobby stuff.
Yeah.
So much. Like, I have AdMech. I have Thousand Suns to paint. I have a whole Wraith Knight that needs to get painted still.
Oh, my goodness.
Actually, I'm really thinking 2 whole Wraith Knights that need to get painted soon. Because I want both of them to look like the rest of them.
Oh, okay. With your galaxy pattern?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. I'm actually kind of in the process of repainting my Space Wolves. But, like, not really repainting them.
Right.
To sound all dramatic like I did. But, like...
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised, as when we first started in this hobby, you did we started playing Infinity. For those people that don't know, we talk about it a lot, but never really play any on the show.
Right. Yeah.
But you had, what was
Nomads?
Nomads, thank you. And, like, I think you repainted them like 4 times. You're like, I'm gonna paint them like this. I hate it. Simple green.
Yep.
Paint him again. Play
Yeah.
a few games with it. I hate it. Do it again.
Yeah, and it kind of happened with my Space Wolves too.
A little bit, yeah.
Notoriously, 8th edition was coming out, and I painted like all of my Space Wolves in like a month.
Yeah.
Because when I get down to something, I'm a madman. A madman of mediocrity, though.
I mean, I painted all of the Eldar that I have over there on that shelf, which nobody can see.
Yep.
In 4 days.
Yeah.
So,
And,
like, I know what you mean.
And so then, recently, because I thought it would be cool, you know, I made up my own little chapter, the Sons of Vengeance, and painted some of them for Kill Team.
They suck.
They don't suck.
They're the worst.
They're awesome.
Even Arbiter says they're awful.
Well, anyways,
My opinion counts the most.
well,
Because he's the Arbiter.
yeah, that's fair. So, after everybody whispered about how awful they are, I'm about to tell you in my normal voice, I think they look really good.
They do look really good.
And now I'm like, oh, but my poor Space Wolves, right?
They need a little attention.
Yeah. And so, like, I'm trying to also bring them kind of more in compliance with their codex paint schemes. Because, like, I did a lot of stuff with, like, gold pauldrons and whatnot, and that's just not the Space Wolves look, really.
I do like the way your Space Wolves look, though.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, they look super good. They look great on camera.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, do you. If you're not happy with them, then, or certain aspects of them anyways, then go for it. Repaint them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I have, like, that reminds me, too. Like, I have some other Eldar stuff to paint up, too, so maybe I should have done that today. Could have built some bikes.
Right? Bikes are so good.
Maybe if I finish doing these guys pretty soon, I'll start building some bikes.
Yeah. I think I want to try... So, I think I want to try... We looked up the ITC rules the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we went to lunch there,
Yeah.
like a couple weeks back.
Yeah, and I think I actually want to try an ITC tournament. Or not a tournament, but
like try it with the ITC rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, we could probably take a...
Judge. Psst, Ryan, you're the judge.
Sorry. Because I'm just kind of interested in playing that out.
Yeah.
Just to see how it works out. A few games, just to see if, like, that provides
I'm with it.
closer, more competitive games, I guess, which is weird because I was just talking about how I'm not competitive about this, but I want to know what the competitive scene feels like, you know?
Before you go and try it out for yourself, maybe.
Oh my god, that'd be... I actually had a thought on a series
Oh,
a
yeah?
while ago, yeah.
What was it? Let's talk about it.
The series thought was that I was going to participate in tournaments, right?
Right.
But before doing so,
Mm-hmm.
the viewers at home, or basically ProgerNet and Noah,
Right.
would give me a stipulation on my list building,
Okay.
right? And I would have to build my list around that stipulation and then try and play the tournament
I like that idea.
and see how I came out. Yeah.
Like stipulations like what?
I don't know, whatever they think of, like infantry only,
Okay.
no flyers.
Only bring models that have cool hats.
Yeah, well, only bring models that have cool hats. Although then I would just take all my like best models,
And put like
put
cool
hats
hats on them.
which is also funny because I just want you to think about groups of Longfangs with top hats on.
Wait a minute. Why are we not doing that already?
Because I don't know where to get top hats.
Okay.
Or how to make
Okay.
top
I'm guessing, right, that Dan's
Yeah.
would probably have like random stuff like that.
And there's a plug
Or-
for Dan's Crafts and Things.
or-
Dan's Crafts and Things, you owe us $10.
Or at the very least, the materials to make tiny top hats.
Yeah.
Also,
We could make it out of green stuff.
tell me that this guy wouldn't look super awesome / hilarious with a top hat on.
He
him.
would look the best with a top hat.
You know
He
what?
needs one.
He definitely kind of needs a
He
top
needs
hat.
no. He doesn't.
Okay. Listen, I know there's nobody in chat right now currently.
Yeah.
But for those of you that might watch this on YouTube later, you guys comment if you want me to put top hats on my Sicarian Ruststalkers.
Yep, do it.
And if I get, I don't know, 10 people that say yes.
Oh my god.
Even like 5. Fuck it.
Okay.
If 5 people say,
people.
Yo, put top hats on those dudes. I'm going to put top hats on these dudes.
Smash cut to me making 10 YouTube hats while I'm bored at work.
Like, Brian's already doing it. The second I finish saying it, I'm just here typing on the keyboard like he's in chat. Yes!
Oh, I love it. Anyways, so yeah, top hats on things. You know, things like that. That was the idea for the show. But then I was thinking about that, and then like LVO rolled around, and then I looked at those LVO lists from back when we were doing This Week in 40K.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god.
They're crazy, right?
Yeah, I can't. That might not be an environment I could survive in.
Okay, but to be fair, right? LVO is like super ultra compet, right?
Yeah,
like
that's true.
You're not talking about going down to our local like friendly LGS.
Yeah.
Right? And just saying, hey man, I'd like to play a competitive game of 40K. Right?
Everything's got top hats on it.
And everything's got, like, dude, people would be like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
People would love that.
They would.
Or there'd be 2 types of people. There'd be the 2 types of people. There'd be the one type of person that's like, that's amazing. And there'd be the other type of person like, this is the grim dark of 40K. That's stupid.
Yeah.
And you know what? You don't need that person in your life.
That's fair. I don't know if our local scene's like that.
That's
the other thing, right? I don't know what our local scene's like a lot.
Right.
I mean, over at Warhammer High Point, who now owes us $10 too, everybody pretty much be down, right? They love us.
Oh yeah, they'd be all about it.
But like, you know, I don't know about the closer store.
Right. We're not gonna plug them.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna plug Millennium Games and Hobbies, who now owes us $10.
Take that, Millennium Games. Buggles, give us $10.
Buggles, you owe us $10. For everyone at home, that's obviously a joke. Nobody owes us money, except for maybe me
and Buggles.
And Buggles, definitely Buggles. So yeah, that was
nobody owes us money except for ourselves.
Except for us. So that was my cool thought for a while ago. But now also my interests in the hobby have changed again. Ever since we started.
As they do.
Back when we started.
I'll tell you one thing though, real quick, to interrupt, because the thought's still in me. The unit that begged, not even the unit, like the army that begs for top hats.
Orcs. Definitely orcs. Yeah.
Yeah. No, like they need them.
Yeah.
Like every single one.
Every single orc needs a top hat. Oh my god, that's gonna be awesome.
I'm legit just gonna Google miniature top hats right now.
That's cool. Do it. So. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, the thing that I'm like way more interested in now is like utilizing 40K as a roleplay outlet, aka narrative battle reports, narrative stories, which is one of the most redundant things I've ever said in my life. Narrative stories, and playing out games that like have characters and stuff, which is one of the reasons I'm so into Kill Team, and why like almost everyone in my Sons of Vengeance Kill Team has a name, even if the names are silly. But yeah, so speaking of that, let's talk for a sec about the what lurks below. Let's talk about that, because that was awesome.
You think 19 millimeters is small enough?
I don't know.
15 millimeters would work, though.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a pack of 24 of them for $8.
For orcs, that would be so many.
That'd be so many.
You'd end up paying like
you'd pay like $80.
yeah, and you've got like half your army covered. And that's
Although I don't know, man. The way, like I said, until I get my hands on that codex, I still think that they're trying to push orcs in the direction of using more vehicles and being less, infantry heavy. Yeah.
I would like it if they push the game in general in that direction because it makes it faster and easier to play.
It does make it faster and easier to play. One, right? And I think it works that way for some armies already.
Yeah, I just don't want them to do it the way they did it to War Machine, where they did it by nerfing the hordes as opposed to making the robots better.
right. Yeah.
Because they could have just buffed the robots across the board, and I would have been much more cool with that.
Right.
That's fair. But yeah, so the orcs definitely have kind of like, at least from what they previewed. Now, the thing about that is they were also previewing and trying to sell Speed Freaks at the same time. So that's
fair.
So there is a really good chance that we have that impression because GW was like, buy Speed Freaks, please. And they were like, look at how cool all of the things in Speed Freaks are, which, by the way,
It's really cool.
the new orc light vehicles are some of the best sculpts I've seen in years.
Yeah.
Just straight up, hands down.
Outside of Forge World stuff, obviously.
Even
some of the Forge World stuff.
Yeah, like I think the
I think the problem I have with Forge World stuff is like, and the thing that prevents me from getting it, right, is the horror stories that I hear from everybody about how like the sculpts are really bad once you get them, and like you have so much extra work to do, and
So I got a bunch of Forge World shit.
that's true.
Can you come in here for this one?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So I got a bunch of Forge World shit.
Right.
And like, this is a perfect example of what people are talking about. They're like, the sculpts are bad, right? So like, we have this thing.
Yeah.
Right. Which, on its surface, is just fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Right. Compared to like the normal night sight. I can get a reference one.
Oh, excuse me.
The normal Doom croissant.
Yeah. This is like a fish croissant.
Yeah.
A bomb croissant. Bomb
Right.
croissant.
So like, you can see all of the like the only things that come over from the original model are like these and the guns.
Yeah.
And everything else is like a Forge World piece. And there's a really bomb thing on the bottom. But
I get it.
yeah, it's a bomber. But the bottom plate didn't immediately go like solidly into this bottom plate.
Yeah.
And then because it's a resin cast, it was a little warped on the edge, so I had to do a lot of like green stuff filling.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's what people complain about, right? So you have to actually do, like with the Forge World shit, you have to actually do some modeling as opposed to
just glue some plastic
just
together.
glue some plastic together.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, you do have to do a little bit
But,
with,
so here's the thing, right?
you know.
All of the Forge World shit is high quality resin,
Mm-hmm.
which means that you can put a pot of boiling water on and then like tongs your pieces into water and then you can bend them any way you want.
Right.
So if you actually want to do, you can do like highly posable, right? It's better for modeling.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
the flip side is that you have to do the modeling, but it is actually a better product
Oh yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, all of the things from Forge World were just fucking gorgeous.
Right.
Yeah. Like
Right. Pylon is one of my favorite models.
Right.
Pylon looks super good.
I really like that new Necron Forge World model that they just released too. I
I'm
think.
avoiding looking at it.
That's fair. And like, it's super well worth doing the work, right?
Right, because you can get things like this, right? So like, I had to bend a lot of the legs back into place and get them straight and all that sort of stuff, but it came out. This is my favorite model that I have.
Neat.
right?
Yeah.
And
boy, does it look cool on camera.
yeah, the only disadvantage of Forge World shit is that the rules don't get updated for it.
Right.
So like we're getting almost no chapter approved changes.
Well,
if stuff doesn't, if it's bad rules,
Right.
it's just gonna be bad rules.
And-
There's nothing you can do.
Right.
Yeah. The and like I don't know.
Well, there's the other downside to Forge World stuff, right? In that it's expensive as shit.
Yeah. That is.
But that's kind of, that's to be expected with something like that,
Yeah.
right? Where it is not a necessity for the hobby, it is a luxury item
Yeah.
for the hobby,
Yeah.
right?
And that, by the way, also is what I think makes it so that you could say 40K isn't a competitive game.
Right.
Because the fact that a lot of the Forge World models are necessitated for competitive play.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do Necrons, you need the quantum bite things that you can get because they're amazing, because they're just OP as shit, because Forge World doesn't balance its stuff with the rest of the game.
Right.
Anyway, I'm gonna run to the other room and stop complaining.
Okay. But anyways, geez, I lost it. The shock jump dragster
Yeah.
is definitely like one of the most impressive looking models I've seen in a really long time. And so is, which is why like it sealed the deal. Like it's one of those things. It's not.
You were basically like you were like I kind of want like you were like I'm gonna collect orcs eventually, right? But like we've also got a friend of ours who has them, so like you weren't super in a not that you're super in a rush now,
Yeah.
right?
Our friend Bob, by the way,
yeah.
we have Bat Reps up with me fighting him.
Yep.
He beats my butt because there's a ton of orcs. Is rough to deal with.
Indeed. I still kind of want to play Bob in some big game 40K at some point.
Yeah.
Played him in a little bit of Kill Team that didn't get recorded, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It was a 3-player game of Kill Team. He brought Grey Knights though, not orcs.
Yeah.
And you had
Deathwatch. I brought my Sons of Vengeance.
You brought the Sons of Vengeance, and I had dirty heretic Thousand Sons.
As you do.
As I do, because they're good.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game.
It was a great game. I won.
Yeah. The thing about I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah. So I saw the, you like you were saying, it's been one of those like I'll probably collect orcs eventually.
Yeah.
It had been one of those sorts of things for years.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, sometime this month I'm buying a bunch of orcs because oh my god, the shock jump drag stuff.
Yeah.
Also, it does a bunch of stuff that I like. One, I like light vehicles kind of as a thing, and as Arbiter said, he wants to see the game move more towards like vehicles and stuff, and I kind of want to see the game move, the big game move kind of that way because I kind of get my infantry fix out of Kill Team.
I think so. This is the thing. I think if they were going to be doing that, like if they were going to push the game more towards wanting you to bring more infantry, then I think the biggest thing that they can do for that, right, is to make it so that the lists that like basically allow you to bring vehicles, right, like air wing detachments and stuff like that, right, that they generate more CP than they do currently.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Right, like even if it's just 2 or 3 CP, right, then.
Oh, Billy Flynn says, good stuff, guys. Hey, Billy Flynn on Twitch. How you doing, bud?
Then I think that sort of thing is what will allow you to, like... Because, like, I would love to bring way more vehicle stuff, right? Like, I would love to eventually build a list of Eldar that was just all of the flyers.
Yeah.
Like, 3 Crimson Hunters, 3 Wraith Fighters, 3 Nightwings, and then I think there's one other one.
But yeah, so
there's the Crimson Hunter Exarch.
The shock jump dragster very specifically, and the God Come forward.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm so used to like being back here when I paint.
Gosh, I can't remember the name of it. The Scrapjet. It's something Scrapjet.
Something Scrapjet, but yeah.
Those models are so cool.
I really love the Scrapjet.
But
I've also just always been a huge fan of the way that Orc vehicles and flyers looked in general.
Yeah, but that stuff sealed the deal, right? Like I'm looking over at my shelf, right, and I'm actually contemplating getting like one of those IKEA display cases, and I'm like, it's happening. It's happening sometime soon.
I've been there with you too, like wanting to get a display case that lights up and stuff like that.
I don't even want I don't care about the lighting up. I
Right.
just think that those things look good, and like I have like I have a wall in my room that's kind of blank right now.
It's true.
And
some Orc stuff would look really good on there.
Yeah, and
yeah,
right, like
I'd throw it on something like that.
see.
you'd throw in on decorating my room.
I think if he meant if we were getting something for like in there too.
Oh yeah.
To class that up a little bit.
Like, yeah, actually getting something in your room or something, because if we could have more space, that would be good.
Yeah.
Right, and more shelf space is going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd throw in on it. Not like a huge amount.
Right. That's fair.
The only issue I can see coming up with that though is models being upstairs.
Right. Yeah. That would be
Huge pain in the ass.
right. Which was why I was like very specifically like, you know, my like tertiary army would end up there, right?
Right. Although let's be honest.
Yeah.
The second you get Orcs and they get painted and assembled and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like the only thing you bring for a while. I feel like.
I mean that's fair. Yeah. Honestly, like the guard would probably end up.
The
up
guard
there.
would probably wind up ending up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
maybe your kill team detachment or something like that, right? Like.
Oh no, they live down here because they're my favorite right now.
Fair.
Like, there's some of my favorite models in my collection.
Fair.
Even though they're just a bunch of Primaris Marines, like the fact that I like know a bunch of their names and stuff,
Yeah.
like just offhand, and like,
I'd have to say my favorite ones are Magnus,
of course,
the Wraith Lord,
yeah,
and my Wraith Fighters.
but yeah,
Those are mine. Those are my top. What did I say? 4, 3, whatever. I don't know.
something like that.
Also, the Forge Fiend that I never really bring anymore.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I really
know,
like it. I love the Helldrake. The Helldrake's a great model,
Yeah.
right? But now it's just a fucking paperweight because it's useless in 8th edition.
It's so unfortunate because it looks so good.
It was my favorite Chaos model.
Yeah.
And they ruined it.
I mean, you know,
Monoliths.
it's Logan Grimnar on Storm Rider.
Man, whatever. He's still fine.
I really hope that Chapter 3 does something that helps monoliths.
Same.
There's so many easy ways to fix them too, so it's like...
So, stuff we know about in Chapter Approved so far, if we want to talk about that real quick.
I do.
Speaking of. Looted vehicles. What do you think about that?
It's one of those things that I don't. It's fluffy and it's nice.
Yeah.
Maybe people will use it.
Mm-hmm.
What is looted vehicles?
So the next chapter approved will have rules for orcs and stuff having looted, or maybe even other forces just having vehicles that they have looted from somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna work because it was just previewed.
just previewed, right? Yeah.
And had like a picture of like a Lehman Russ chassis with like a thrown together orc turret on top of it. But like
Yeah, you can check it. It's on Warhammer Community currently.
yeah. But I'm not like super jazzed about it because like Chapter Approved 2017 had the whole like build your own Land Raiders thing.
Yeah.
That we never used. And I'm not sure anybody else ever used.
I'm sure that there's people who used it, right? Like I am positive.
Yeah. The thing is that like Land Raiders as they are already like well enough designed in my opinion that I'm not sure like the.
I don't know. Like, and that's the other thing too is like I don't know if they're. I don't know if they were like. I think they were really trying to push some Land Raider sales there a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, because the Primaris stuff came out and repulsors, man, like
They're so good.
they're so good. Everybody and you need them, right?
Yeah.
So I think they were there like, hey guys,
Buy some Land Raiders.
buy some Land Raiders. 'Cause
Do
they're
something
still,
cool with it,
They're still
please.
good, right? Like
We swear they're still good.
and that's true.
The Repulsors didn't make Land Raiders bad.
No. We're not saying that the repulsors made Land Raiders bad.
No, the
Games Workshop did. Just kidding.
what'd you say, Arbiter?
That's good, because it would not be true.
Yeah. No.
No, just the repulsor didn't make the Land Raider bad. Nothing made the Land Raider actually bad.
It's not bad.
However, the paradigm for Space Marine forces has moved significantly towards Primaris, and Primaris can't get in Land Raiders.
Yeah.
So the Land Raider, while not being bad, is a little outmoded.
I also think it's just a little bit too expensive to bring in a lot of lists.
LeBang 101 says, "Stream!" exclamation point.
Yes.
On Twitch.
Indeed.
Hi, how you doing, LeBang? Having a good time?
I'm having a good time. So they also, and this I think might have been relatively recent, and I'm going to try to find what I saw.
So the thing about this format that I'm really digging at the moment is just being super chill, man.
Yeah.
Because I said this a long time ago, but the feel I kind of wanted overall, right? So like you go to like mini wargaming, and the feel that you get is like really official. It's really, I guess I'm gonna say corporate. Like it feels super produced, which is fine, which is good. It's high production value. It's high quality.
Yeah.
Right. But I was like, but the thing I kind of want to sell, right? I guess not sell. LeBanks 101 says, "Yee, just rebased an orc, getting ready for Crown Quals and Dag this weekend. Are those AdMech kill team dudes I see? They are. He really likes bringing Rough Stalkers for his kill teams. And they're super nasty. But the feel that I kind of want to like present, yeah, that's a better word than sell. The feel that I want to present is that feeling of like going down to your local game store and hanging out with your bros, right? Like you're hanging out with your boys, Nick, Lester, and the Arbiter, right? Like,
yes, these are AdMech dudes you see. There's a lot of them. There's a lot more of them. That
there is actually a lot more. It's not exactly kill team, because as you can see, there's a lot more over there.
Yeah, I got a Dune Crawler over here. Got Tech Priest Dominus. Whole bunch of Rangers and stuff, and then some Destroyers.
Yeah. Which I have so many mixed feelings about the Cataphront Destroyers. Like
I love them.
Well, no, I mean I love their models, and I also hate their models.
Do you hate their models, or do you hate them as a unit?
No, I both love and hate their models.
Oh, okay. Care to explain?
Can you bring one over?
Sure. I've actually got two different types, so I'm going to bring them both over.
Okay. So, knocked over your paper towels.
You jerk.
Oh, no. Okay, so, one,
Yeah.
I love their profile, right? Like, the profile picture of them.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty rad.
Yeah, it looks really good. And at a glance, you're like, oh, that's like a tank thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so it gets the thing going. LeBang101 on Twitch says, "I got bit by the kill team bug. Oh my god, it's such a powerful bug.
We all did, man.
And built up an AdMech kill team.
Do it!
To convert the Onager Dune Crawler from the start collecting into some sort of orc walker. Oh my god, yes, I love it.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
That is really cool. And I mean, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go back for like 2 minutes here.
Yeah.
Or 2 minutes in conversation where we were talking about the looted vehicles. Right. That's exactly the sort of thing that the looted vehicles thing is for.
Right.
Right. Is taking these models, right, and being able to, and actually also.
I'm okay with it. That's what it is. Right?
Yeah.
That sounds good. But as long as we don't end up with rules for putting a war boss on a catacomb command guard.
I mean, You know what? If we end up with rules for putting, but also
that would be the worst.
So if it's like the Land Raider thing, and by the way, here's the biggest failing of the Land Raider thing as well.
Yeah.
In that, LeBang says, but at the same time, I was thinking of running it as a Mecha Dread or a Morkanaut.
I'd totally be fine with that, honestly. Like, if somebody brought it out and it was an orc thing and was like, as long as it's roughly the same size, and you're like, hey, this counts as this. I'm like, dude, fine. That's cool.
Doomcrawler's a little short for a Morkanaut, but...
That's the problem. They have a better profile.
Yeah.
For, like, avoiding fire.
Right. I mean, that's fair, but there's also ways to model it out so that it's bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like, an Onager Doomcrawler is still pretty large. Like, it's definitely not Morkanaut sized. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Right? But it's not, you know, just so long as your opponent is all like, hey, man, I mean, you know, like, that's cool. Just don't try to be like, oh, it's got, you know, like, cover right now because more than half of it is exposed. And it wouldn't be if it was an actual.
It would depend on the modeling. And anyways, the big failing of the Land Raider thing, and I think the thing that the looted, the weird thing is that the FW Mecha Dread doesn't even have a base. I mean, you know, who cares about bases?
Yeah.
Games Workshop doesn't.
I mean, hell, they straight up show, like, the weird thing is when you're building the Doomcrawler.
Yeah, it comes with that big old base.
So it comes with this big old base.
Yeah.
But on the Start Collecting box, it shows it modeled, like, without the little feet things and not on the base.
Yeah.
But then, like, it's like, yo, put this thing on a base. So I put it on the base.
So I think the thing that the looted vehicles thing is going to have way more success with, that the make your own Land Raiders thing was kind of trying to do, is open up space for conversion modeling.
Right.
But the problem is that the Land Raider, as a model, is a brick.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, the build your own Land Raider thing ends up being like, well, I have a brick and it has guns on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to take a brick and it's going to have slightly different looking guns on it.
Yeah.
And I think that that's not really an incentive to interact with that rule set.
I kind of wish that they do some more resculpty stuff for things like that. I mean, like, so the Chaos Land Raider, right, is a little bit better. Right. It's not as bricky, but then it's basically just a brick with spikes.
Yeah. Right?
So, you know.
Now, like, of course, I'm, of course, kind of oversimplifying the whole thing.
Right. No, yeah.
But, like, you know, when I saw in Chapter Approved 2017's pre-release material, Build Your Own Land Raider, I was not excited.
Right.
Then I looked this year at the looted vehicles promo material.
Right.
And they show that Lehman Russ with the tank head. Yeah. With the orc tank head. And I was like instantly in love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was instantly like, you know what? Yeah, I'm in. I'm so in on this. And I was thinking of ways I could take even my existing Lehman Russes and like make separate orky turrets for them.
Right.
And
maybe magnetize them or something, right?
They don't need to be magnetized because they can just
they can pop on and off. It's true.
But like, you know, it captured my imagination immediately, and that was the sort of thing that that's the sort of thing I think is super important for the life of a game.
Yeah.
And
no, like things need like you need stuff like that in order to keep things going, right? And then that also helps to keep modelers happy, right? Because I think that a lot of, I'd say, close to, if not the majority of people who get into the game just for like the modeling aspects, play orcs or build orcs.
I mean,
right? Because that offers the most freedom for stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can take a Crimson Hunter or a Hemlock Wraithfighter and turn it into a really cool looking
Daka Jet.
Yeah, Daka Jet, right?
Which, now that you say that.
Right.
Like, my head... And what's cool is...
They also go out and they'll buy, like, P-52, like, you know, models and stuff like that and turn them into that.
So...
LeBang says that's kind of why I started Orcs during 7th.
Thanks, LeBang.
Yeah.
I mean, that's absolutely perfect, right?
Right.
I could LeBang says, I could build my army out of a sheet of plastic card. You know what?
That'd be awesome.
That's mad skill.
Yeah.
I am jealous of that talent. Or excuse me, I'm jealous of that skill. I'm trying to be more explicit about what is skill and talent and how I think that skill is greater than talent. So yeah, because, you know, a skill is a thing you worked at, right?
Right.
And it's important to encourage people to work at things. LeBang says, it helped that I also was able to trade cardboard crack for plastic crack. Yes. Yeah, that's fair. Getting out of Magic is a really, really good for your soul. Excuse me.
I mean,
it's good for your wallet sometimes, especially if you're trading it in for something else you wanted.
Yeah, and that's what I did with a lot of my stuff, right? Like, I have my bunch of Commander decks and another one on the way, because it's just what I choose to play as far as Magic goes these days.
Yeah. Well, it's the best format.
Yeah, and, you know, so then I took a lot of my cards have since then been sold and traded into the LGS and, you know.
I mean, we've already said their name, by the way.
Yeah,
so.
it's true.
And they already owe us $10.
So, took a lot of the stuff and you know, turned it into plastic, right? And now I have a lot of unpainted plastic.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people tend to do that to an extent where they just go, you know what, I don't need all of this. And they try to clear up some clutter and they're like, okay. But then if they're anything like me, they're like, all right, I'm going to take this box of cards back to my game store and then come back with a box of plastic stuff.
Yeah,
or a bunch of boxes of plastic stuff.
I get told a lot. People are like, "Oh, I wouldn't be able to afford mini wargaming, right? I wouldn't be able to afford that hobby." And,
Kill Team.
Now I tell them like, "Kill Team, man."
Yep.
LeBang 101 says, "My shame pile has greater than or equal to 1 kit." Wow. What? Wait, like
the shame pile, I think, is like the stuff that is
unpainted.
Yeah,
but like,
oh boy.
Are you saying you have only like 1 kit in your shame pile right now?
Oh man.
Are you bragging at us about that? I will fight.
Trying to make me feel bad.
I've got 1, 2, 3,
unassembled.
4, 5. Oh, unassembled. Unassembled, I've got 3.
I've
got 3 kits unassembled right now.
Yeah.
Unpainted, I've got like 20.
I was super good until recently, but you know.
No, Brian's starting to count over here now.
Uh-oh.
Don't forget about your flayed ones.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, jeez, good job, LeBang.
What is just like a fucking shit ton of sprue count as?
It depends on how many things could be made with the sprue.
Yeah.
So here's the Arbiter's shame pile, I guess, hanging out in this box right now. Yeah. So,
Overlord.
Oh my gosh.
Overlord.
It just doesn't stop. Holy cow. It's like a clown car.
To be fair,
Yeah.
you don't need a lot of that stuff anymore.
That's fair. Yeah, like those jet bikes are not relevant anymore.
Yeah, right.
Oh, hey, look,
Also-
it's Codex Faithful. On camera. Guys, I actually have a Codex.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty alright Codex. I was a little disappointed, but
Yeah,
I was disappointed because we weren't
like
OP.
50% through construction.
Yeah.
Are those more wraiths?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course they're more raids.
God damn it.
Why would I not get more fucking
Guys,
effect shit?
wraiths are so good.
They're so good. Does it have the FAQ glued in there, LeBang says? No, it does not have the FAQ glued in there. I have it memorized. What?
That's just funny to me. No, you do have it pretty well memorized, and also, like, you know, it's
yeah.
readily available online. Oh, there's more Forge World stuff.
Oh my goodness.
What's that? Are
What
those
is
more Tomb Sentinels?
No, they're like a wasp version of this.
Really?
Yeah, you can get like wasp canoptech things that have like they like
rad.
land on shit, and then they have a melta gun that they fire into things in melee. And
Oh my god.
You need to get those built, because we're going to need them.
Also, I should probably just build them right now.
All right. Well,
There
that's
you go.
cool.
Because they have fucking -2 to hit.
Wow.
Neat.
Gross.
So
I just threw up a little in my mouth when
So-
I heard that.
So going back to the Cataphrone destroyers and why I hate them
Right.
as a model.
I love 'em.
I mean, so like
I love them as a model and a unit.
the,
But it gives you the idea, like, so this is like
Yeah.
level 2 that comes with portal.
yeah.
Snips right there if you need them. And blue is
So like it's weird because like, and this is similar to one of my problems with Wolfen
right.
is that I want the Cataphrone destroyers to be fleshier. Right.
That's fair, but I mean, like,
I want their human bits to be fleshier.
to be fair, not a lot of the AdMech stuff looks superhuman. Like, there's not a lot of fleshy things showing. Like, on the destroyer, there's actually on this guy, there isn't even
Yeah, there's like just
any
their
flesh,
face,
right?
right?
Like, and on their face, like their face even is mostly
It's
just
mostly just metal.
metal,
And so like
right? Or it's cloth covering their face, right? Or leather or something like that.
the bag says, as a model, I want to take the treads and make a grot tank from the Cataphrons.
See,
Yeah.
there he goes.
And yes, and see this is why orcs are so good.
I love them because they're a troops choice, right?
The
And I
Cataphrone
love them.
destroyers?
Yeah, and I love them because they're also infantry,
That's so silly that they're infantry.
right? So they can go up buildings and stuff.
AdMech models seem like a synthesis of the clone troopers and droids from Star Wars. Yeah, I think
A
that
little
was
bit.
kind of the feel they were kind of going for.
When I built and painted this guy, I was really debating about going for a quasi General Grievous theme, because he's just
Yeah,
got that look a little bit.
yeah, because
to
he's
him.
got the
He's got
forearms.
the forearms and the two swords and the little stabby bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're solid. I really like AdMech so far. The couple of games I've played with them in Big Game 40K, I was a little bit underwhelmed, but that's mostly based off of the limited things that I have of them right now, because most of the stuff that I got from them was for Kill Team.
Yeah, and they ran right into knights.
Yeah, like game 1 was just super disheartening for me. I was like, oh, knights with just all this infantry.
Yeah.
But then second game was Ryan.
But Lebang 101 says, insert General Kenobi. Yeah, so true. Endless Fury is too good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like,
It's really, really good.
it's really good. Like, it's worth buying. It's worth paying the points and 2 CP for a night with Endless Fury and the 4-up invuln from shooting. Like,
You didn't roll a bunch of 6s for mortal wounds against those knights. They're not like the Gene Stealers of old. Unfortunately, I didn't really have the chance.
yeah, no, so because Endless Fury is just like, oh, well, did you get within 24 inches of this knight?
Yeah.
Yes? Oh, well,
You're dead.
I'm going to hurt you really bad.
You're
Are
dead.
you infantry? Yes. Oh, you're murdered. You're murdered horribly.
Yeah. Yeah.
That and the Paragon Gauntlet's really good, too.
Yep.
I'm super pleased with the Paragon Gauntlet.
But I was also lacking a bunch of stuff at that point, right? Like
That's
I think I just had the Start Collecting box and the Destroyers.
That's fair.
I didn't have Call. I didn't have the
He does work.
Ruststalkers.
No, you had Call.
Did I?
You had Call, yeah. Cause
I didn't think I did for the first game.
Well, maybe it was the second, when...
I had him for the second game,
Yeah.
and he did work. The second game went a lot better for me, but mostly because of the Destroyers being awesome.
Maybe I'm thinking of the first game, because the first game, or the game where my knight that had the Paragon Gauntlet spiked your Dune Crawler into Call.
I think he spiked him into my Tech Priest Dominus.
That might have been the thing. No, it was Call.
Was it?
It was definitely Call, because
Okay.
he was all cool and long and pink.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, well, because I had just it was just the bottom half of Call.
Yeah,
It was not the top half of Call.
yeah, and it spiked the Dune Crawler into it, and it was like,
That's all
You were
I had
like,
done at that
okay,
point.
what the heck? And I was like, hey, this guy.
It says, for AdMech, I only have started collecting Kill Team and Attack Priest Engine Seer. Yeah, I need one. Probably more than one, honestly. I really want to see how the... Have you played a game of Kill Team Commander with your Attack Priest Engine Seer? How did you like it if you did? And yes, I think that they might be worth throwing into Imperial Soup, depending on the units that you bring. I think mostly they're better off going up with some Knights.
Can the, yeah.
Which is still Soup.
But
technically it's not, because I would bring the Knights with, like, as AdMech. I would not bring them.
Yeah, you bring them as Questoris Mechanicus.
Yeah, because that way I can use my stratagem to give them Canticles and stuff like that.
Nope, I haven't played any games of Kill Team yet. I like the idea of spanning transuranic arquebuses.
Yes, that is the smart thing to do with them.
Oh.
It's the competitive. It's also the competitive thing to do with them. Transuranic arquebuses in Kill Team are super great.
Yeah.
The Sicarian Ruststalkers are beast mode in Kill Team, I think, for as far as AdMech go. Right, like they are super strong with 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Especially the Princeps.
Provided that you don't run them fucking headlong into an Overlord.
Well, yeah, that's true. But we're just talking about base Kill Team here.
They bring fucking muskets to a 40k game. They are silly.
They are silly, and I love it.
No, they're cool.
I really like their aesthetic. Because they look like the 40k soldiers of yesteryear. Right? They look like something that stepped out of Fallout.
Speaking of the 40k soldiers of yesteryear,
yeah,
they're discontinuing the Betrayal at Kolth board game.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah. It's probably because they have so many board games out now.
Well, it's probably because they're like, man, F30k. But like...
That too. But there's also a lot of board games out now. And speaking of, they actually did a thing for... What's the new one that's out or coming out?
Blackstone Fortress?
Blackstone Fortress, thank you. They've got, and they can be used in 40k, Trader Guardsmen and the like.
Neat.
For rules for them.
Yeah, because they're in the...
Because they're in there, so they can be used in 40k now, which is neat. Right? Like,
yeah.
We got Trader Guardsmen and Rogue Psychers and all this other fun stuff.
Your face is a Rogue Psycher.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just went straight for your face.
You did. You did go straight for my face. You giggled for way more than 10 seconds.
It wasn't, yeah. Oh.
Way more.
Probably not.
It's not cool.
10 seconds is actually a really long time.
You're a long time.
That's fair.
Not really. Anyways, so, yeah. They are silly. But I like them. I like them a lot.
And that's important. It's important for things to be silly and likable.
I kind of want to try a game of Kill Team where I just bring the Ruststalkers.
So they're not going to be a separate codex, LeBanc says? I don't know. I think they'll probably have like a mini codex.
I don't even think that much, honestly. Like, they'll probably release something of data sheets for them, right? But I don't think that they're going to get a separate codex. Like, a lot of people are saying... A lot of people that I know that play Chaos, because I'm in a Chaos group and whatnot, and they're all super excited about...
We're gonna look at your face now, because we've stopped doing stuff on the table.
Right, about, like...
I'm doing stuff.
He's doing stuff on the table.
World Eaters and...
Reframing!
You know, all these other things that are supposedly getting codexes for Chaos.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening, at least not anytime soon.
Right.
Because there's already rules out for them, right? Like, it'd be the same thing as, like, all of a sudden, there's a Salamander's codex, right? Like, it's just not a thing that's really going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah,
now,
but,
depending on how long, 8th edition lasts, right?
Yeah.
Before they decide to roll out another edition, then maybe in 8th edition's lifetime we might see separate codexes and stuff like that.
Okay, so, sorry, somebody was asking me something and I thought it was about the stream. So, the thing about, what was I going to say? The thing about that though is that they're coming out with this new set of kind of cultists.
Yeah.
And then they have the Traitor Guard.
Yep.
And then they have all these like random like characters and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I think there might be like a what's that?
Do you have a pink cup?
Yeah.
And well, so the
there might be like an actual like Renegades Codex that comes out, right?
Well, so
which has all of those things.
When they released Kill Team Rogue Traders, or Rogue Trader, they actually released with that box set mini codices for the Star Striders and the Gellerpox Infector.
Right.
And so I think we'll probably see that out of Blackstone Fortress as well.
Okay.
So like they'll have those little Trader Guards people, and those new kinds of cultists, and so they'll be in like their own little mini codex.
I think though that in the future,
so like, totally not Genestealer Renegades, right?
Right.
Genestealer Renegades are definitely getting their own codex.
Yes.
In the Genestealer Cults Codex.
I would not be surprised. I think Genestealers are going to be next, so like I wouldn't be surprised to see Genestealers come out January, right? Like maybe before or just after the holidays. But I have a feeling that they're going to be doing a lot of other stuff. I think Genestealer cults are probably going to be pushed to the first release of next year.
Well, yeah, because
if not, and the other thing is if they were going to do a release for the holidays, I think it's going to be Sisters.
Well, the holiday release is already out.
Right.
And it's
Orcs.
It's Orcs, Speed Freaks, and then Chapter Approved.
You don't think we're going to get anything in December?
I know we're getting Chapter Approved in December.
Right, but you don't think we're getting anything other than Chapter Approved?
No. I think Chapter Approved, maybe Blackstone Fortress, and then if any...
Well, Blackstone Fortress, I think, is either already out or coming out very soon. This month.
Oh, okay, in November? Well, then, like, I can't see much else in the way of December releases.
That's fair.
You don't want to miss fucking Black Friday with your product.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, because they already have Speed Freaks, Codex Orcs, new Orc stuff, and a bunch of Kill Team stuff that came out in, like, late September through October and November, like, that's the holiday release time.
Right.
And so then things get a little quiet release wise through December, with some major update as well. Lebang 101 says, I kind of want an Inquisition / Adeptus Ministorum Codex sometime soon next year. Yeah, I would like to see. So I think I would like to see.
I think Inquisition's definitely a safe bet.
It has to be.
Right,
like they're an index force. They have characters for it. They have troops choices for it.
Yeah.
It actually can be fielded. So I think Inquisition. Although I think Inquisition / Adeptus Ministorum, if they did that, they would probably put them into the same codex with Sisters, and then you have kind of like
interesting
and assassins.
Right.
Right, and then that way you can actually field assassins without using their special detachment that they have.
Right.
That'd
be cool.
That would be cool.
It just might be nuns with guns, though.
It might just be nuns with guns, and I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
Granted, chapter
Who doesn't love nuns with guns?
Say again.
Who doesn't love nuns with guns?
Yeah, who doesn't? Chapter Approved is going to have some rules for the sisters.
Yeah.
As we already know.
Which makes sense why why they wouldn't like try to rush them out around Christmas time. Right?
Yeah. Well, they might release like a Plastic Sisters box or two.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because they're handing out the rules at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
that'd be nice.
Not a big release. You probably want.
What do you think we would see first? Because like they were kind of hinting at earlier in the year that they were going to try to get Sisters out before the end of the year. Like they said, like you'll see Sisters in battle before the end of the year. So do you think that we'll see Sisters first, or do you think we'll see Genestealer cults first?
Did they say we're going to see Genestealers before the end of the year?
Yeah. Well, they said not before the end of the year, but they said the Genestealers, like they said, as far as codexes go, it was Orcs and Genestealers were basically like the ones that were coming up next.
I can't imagine Gene Stealers is a shit ton of effort with the Tyranid Codex already out.
That's true.
So Gene Stealer...
And they're having rules for Kill Team, right?
So Gene Stealer Cults got a pretty decent release with Tooth and Claw. GSC first, as I said, Vulture Ladies would be next year, so...
Right.
I think GSC... I don't think it... Like, I really don't think that anything's really coming in December, except for Chapter Approved.
Maybe a few boxes.
Maybe like some updated boxes, some resculpt stuff.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff like that's in the rumor pipe of resculpts for a lot of forces.
Yeah.
Right. I'm really excited to, and I'm hoping, and if it happens before Christmas, I'm buying it like as a Christmas gift for myself.
Yeah.
Abaddon the Spoiler.
Oh,
is rumored as a resculpt, and he needs one, and I really hope he gets one. So if it happens, I'm getting it.
This thing looks good.
So I think GSC will probably be like January.
Right.
January, February. Because you kind of have to plan these things like weirdly around holidays.
Yeah.
And so like
after New Year's and stuff like that.
So like after New Year's, the next big holiday is like Valentine's Day, which
I
is
don't
like
think GW really cares about like planning a release around that. I would not be surprised if GW released something on Valentine's Day.
You know what? Releasing Sisters stuff
on
during
Valentine's
February / Valentine's Day would be...
That'd be kind of smart, I think.
That would be definitely a huge GW move.
Yeah.
It might be GSC, then the Trial SOB rules. Trial SOB rules are coming in Chapter Approved in the bank. Renegades... Actual Inquisition / Adeptus Ministorum. I think if Renegades is a thing, it's gonna be a mini codex in Black Fortress, and I don't remember when Black Fortress is coming.
Soon.
Like
I said, I think it's this month, if not next month.
Yeah.
Like it's this month or early next month is
Black Fortress.
And like I said, like they already. Like, the rules for the stuff in there have already been spoiled. Like, Trader Guardsmen and stuff like that have already been spoiled.
Right, and that you were looking at a data sheet. Don't talk about it out loud.
I won't. Yeah.
But, you were just looking at it, and it looked like it was in a full book, so...
Yeah, so you can see that there's that and those, and this is interesting to me, right?
Yeah.
And...
Right.
I'm not going to say the stuff out loud.
Right.
Don't want to get in trouble, but...
Yeah. But the whole thing smells like a mini codex, or just, like you were saying, a collection of data sheets, which is fine, and it works really well. The thing I'm wondering about, right? Pre-orders start... November 17th is Blackstone.
There we go. Thank you.
Hey man, GW is weird when it comes to timing. Orktober is really Orkvember. Although, can we talk about how that's the orkiest thing?
Showing up late to their own party?
I mean,
fashionably late.
Yeah.
No.
The thing is, like, they also did have a bunch of Orc releases in October. Like, Speed Freaks came out in October.
Yeah.
We saw all of the Orc spoilers in Orktober.
No, not showing up late to the party,
right.
to their own party,
right.
But changing when a fucking month is, because it's theirs and they get to decide. So pre-orders start the 10th for Blackstone Fortress. So Blackstone Fortress will know,
be on pre-order in 2 days.
In 2 days, so we'll know next week basically what's all in it.
Yep.
Which is cool.
Might have to nab that.
The next thing I really want to know about, because it got talked about. Actually, it's been talked about a lot.
Yeah.
But is that they're releasing something called Vigilus. And if y'all have been paying attention, everything's been about Vigilus lately.
Yeah.
Speed Freaks happens on Vigilus. Tooth and Claw happens on Vigilus. Wake the Dead happens on Vigilus.
Rogue Trader happens near Vigilus, right?
Yeah.
Like on a spacecraft near Vigilus or something like that.
Yes, because Vigilus is next to a channel where you can pass through the Circatrix Maledictum.
Yep.
Which is like really rare. So there's like the one corridor the Imperium has, so that the Eleusidian Starstriders were going there.
Yes.
So like everything is happening around Vigilus, and then they're actually releasing a product called Vigilus.
Interesting.
And I think that product is going to have, because it has huge story implications, because everything's happening there, and the material surrounding Tooth and Claw, Halvor Ice Pelt says, like,
So much noise.
yeah, you are, says that, you know, I see the light of the Allfather near Vigilus. Something big's happening here, right? Whatever's in the Vigilus product is going to be game-changing.
Lehman Russ!
I mean, I could see it being Lehman Russ. I could see it being Rogel Dorn. I could see it being some kind of strange, like, how... Fulgrim! Oh, God, no. Yeah, just another Chaos Primarch. That's it. They're just releasing more Chaos Primarch.
Hey, man, we don't have enough out already.
What?
We only have, like, 2?
Yeah. And the Imperium's got 1!
He's not that good.
I mean, honestly, so I watched...
Bobby G's pretty great.
Bobby G is pretty great.
I watched an Ultramarines versus Death Guard bat rep.
Winners SEO?
Yes,
Yeah.
Winners SEO. Winners, you owe us $10.
Yeah, I watched the same bat rep, actually.
And oh my God, Robute Giller.
Yeah, he's great.
It was the thing that made me go, what the actual heck was the re-rolling everything.
Right.
Everything re-rolls constantly.
I wish I could bring a fluffy list of AdMech. It's super fluffy and super not fluff, right? At the same time. Like, I wish I could bring a Yanari / AdMech / Ultramarines list.
Yeah. That would be cool, actually.
Yeah.
Lebang 101 says, Vigilix, Codex Primarchs.
All the Primarchs.
And then Lebang 101, still on Twitch, says, would be fun if Gascool 2.0 is in it, so that Age of Gascool can start properly.
I would not be surprised to see some form of, like, Orky Primarch coming out, right? Like,
so...
Orkmark.
Primork?
Primork? I like Primork a lot better.
So,
for
okay.
obvious reasons.
All right, here's my prediction. Here's my dumb prediction.
Dumb prediction. I love your Lester's dumb predictions.
Yeah, they're great. Dumb
Should
prediction.
just do a segment.
Just where I just predict
Just
things poorly.
15-minute videos of you just making horrible predictions.
I mean, the awful part is when I'm right.
It's true.
Which is like 1 time out of 800. So I managed to predict nothing that was in Codex Space Wolves.
Yeah, it's true.
Vigilus is going to contain Lehman Russ,
Okay.
a cyborg, an even further cyborged Gazgul Thraka,
Okay.
and a resculpt of Abaddon.
Okay. I'm about it.
And he's going to be taller because he's turned himself into a Primaris Marine somehow.
Okay. He's already pretty tall.
Yeah, well, he's going to move up to the full Primaris height.
I think he's in some form of Terminator armor.
Oh, well, he's going to stop that. He's actually going to be worse. He's going to lose his invuln save.
Oh, jeez.
He's going to be...
Is he going to lose Drachnial?
Yeah, he's going to lose that too, because Lehman Russ is going to have it.
What?
Yeah, Lehman Russ. Lehman Russ is going to beat him up and take it, and be like, nah, this is mine now. Because, honestly, we all know...
I feel like Lehman Russ, if he was going to take anything, he would take the Talons of Horus over Drachnial.
Oh, no, he's taking it all. No, he's taking it all. Abaddon's actually going to have no weapons.
No weapons, nothing. Just stand there.
No Oryx Abaddon is seriously some TG shit.
Yeah.
Just stand there in rags, right?
No,
like
no,
a
no.
loincloth.
No, he's going to be wearing power armor, but he's going to have a 4-up save. He's going to have a 4-up save.
Yeah, right.
He's going to not have an invuln.
Why would they change his already released stat line?
Because F you. Also, throw in Fabolous Bob, Fabius Bile. Yeah, Fabius Bile. So it's gonna be Lehman Russ, Fabius Bile, newer, lamer Abaddon, and even better Kazkul Thraka. That's what's on Vigilus right now. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, I could see Russ showing up to Vigilus, right? Like him just coming out the warp, just.
I mean, the warp's right there.
I'm here to fuck shit up, guys.
Oh, hey guys, Wolf Time's happening.
He sees that there's like everybody's just having a party there.
Yeah.
Right? So he decides.
He shows up and he's gonna.
It's time to have a party.
It's time to have a party.
Like
there's some space wolves, right? Yeah. There's some gene stealer cults there.
Uh-huh.
There's a whole mess of orcs.
There is a whole mess of orcs. I think the funniest thing about the orcs on Vigilus.
Chaos is there too.
Lebang talking about Fabius Bile says, as he is the only one besides Call who can do science in the 40k universe. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Fabius Bile is going to come back. If Fabius Bile came back, that would be why that'd be one of the ways I could see Chaos getting Primaris Marines.
Yeah, and like they already kind of spoiled them to an extent, right? Like because they showed the new Chaos sculpts that are coming out.
Yeah, and they're really tall.
They're like the exact same size as Primaris dudes.
Yeah.
So, but like we're not gonna get Fabius Bile before holidays, obviously, because if we were, they would be pushing the F out of that right now.
Also, Dark Eldar, because why not make it a party? Technically, there are Craft World Eldar there from Wake the Dead. Yes, there are Eldar there.
Yep.
So, like, there's literally just a fight to be had. And we all know Lehman Russ loves going out and having himself some drunken fist fights.
Oh, man, does he love drunken fist fights.
It's true.
He loves also just kind of like, drunkenly burning planets to the ground.
I mean,
I think he just likes burning planets to the ground and being drunk. I don't think that they were associated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Man. You think Thousand Suns miss Prospero?
Nope, because they're dust.
Did you see that? Did you see that meme I posted?
Which one?
On the
There's
Discord?
been so many. My favorite one that I've seen is like
Kiel Gisio. How do you say your name? Kiel Gisio on Twitch says, "What's wrong with drunk fires?" There's nothing wrong with it, especially when they're burning horrible witches. Anyways,
my favorite one is like this. It's like clearly some sort of stock photo of like a lady taking a bath with like scented candles.
Yeah.
But then like it zooms in onto one of the scented candles and it just says Prospero.
The latest one I posted was Thousand Suns Marine fading away. Mr. Armin.
Mr. Armin, I don't feel so good.
Yeah. Keel GCO. Keel is fine. Oh, hey, Keel, what up, dude? How you doing? Having a good time? Hanging out? Doing some hobbying yourself? As you can see, the Arbiter is working on spoopy Cryptech or Canoptech wasps. Just like, as if friggin' Necrons weren't bad enough. Bees!
Bees!
Mechano bees! Twice the size of a human!
That's the scariest thing to think of, right? Like, just imagine landing onto, like, me personally, I land onto a planet and I see a bee that's twice the size of me, and I'm in power armor, mind you.
Yeah.
I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah, no. It's time to go.
It's just, I'm out. Especially since it's a robot.
Yeah.
It's a giant robot bee.
Robot bee. Kill GCO says, checking out some one-viewer titles. This was the first game I recognized. Yeah? Oh, well, that's cool. I'm glad you came around checking out some one-viewer stuff. Yeah. It might just be you now. Although,
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun, dun, dun. That's cool, man. Although, I guess we're not actually playing Exterminatus, that bee planet. Yes. No. No, you exterminate. I'm getting back on my spaceship.
Back with his ship, and we're blowing up the whole planet.
Yeah.
It's like you get down there, there's like bees and spiders. You're like, nope, I want no part of this.
Yeah, nope.
Just get rid of this planet.
Gotta throw away a whole planet.
It's gone. Right? Like when you land on a planet full of like space elves, at first you're like, oh, space elves, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
And then all of a sudden you start murdering each other.
It's funny because I actually forgot what I left.
Or banging a chaos god into existence.
I mean, you know, they do awful things all the time. But what game did I? Oh, it's funny because this game, this is listed under Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 3.
Because that's the last thing that you.
That's the last game that I.
The last game that you had on Twitch.
Well, that I was listing it on.
Ah, I got you.
Because I listed our last stream as Dawn of War 3.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Well, because they don't have. It's weird. So, like, as one of their listings,
right.
you can have. I'm actually going to change it to Kill Team.
Okay.
But you can have it be Warhammer 40k Kill Team, but there is not just Warhammer 40k.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's funny to me.
Although there is Warhammer. So I'm going to change it to Warhammer. Update. Okay. KeelGCO said, I used to love tabletop minis. Got too expensive for my liking, though. That's fair. Fell a bit more into theater of the mind tabletop games like D&D. I mean...
That is cheaper.
It is cheaper. I mean, unless you buy a bunch of minis for it.
I mean, you can ruin anything.
That's fair.
Yeah,
you can still use tabletop minis for tabletop RPGs. Yeah, that's true. We actually do.
We've got a bunch of minis and our, Dwarven Forge stuff just lying around.
I legitimately was thinking of starting to stream our...
yeah, we've talked about it before, our D&D sessions.
Yeah. Granted...
the crew would be cool with it, so...
Yeah. We're a little... I don't know if it's too late in the campaign, but I guess we could... You know what? F it, we're trying it. We're doing it this Sunday. I mean, if DM's down.
Right.
This is what we do now.
Mm-hmm. Do stream stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, it was... Yeah. F privacy. Warhound Titan equals Tarask. Oh my god, it's so true, though. Speaking of Warhound Titans...
it's funny you can one-shot them with a pylon.
I have 3D printed a Tarask, though. That's cool. Do you have any pictures of it, LeBang? Do you want to post it on our Facebook? Your Mom's Basement Miniatures? Pictures of it? Yeah, we use 1 mini per player. Dry erase maps and tokens for monsters. Rad.
There you go.
Rad.
We've got minis for monsters. We've got minis for players. We've got...
Yeah, I really need to get a better one for Warden.
I also need a better mini.
I need a new one. So maybe that's a thing we do. Not today, but,
Yeah.
Soon.
TM.
Soon.
Swoon.
I don't think you can trademark soon.
I don't think so either.
I mean, Blizzard tried, probably.
Oh, yeah, they probably did. Oh, Blizzard. Oh, Blizzard.
You owe us $10.
Oh, it's true. Oh, my God. Yo, if these people actually paid, we'd make like $50.
Oh, my God, right?
This episode.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Blizzard,
but
Blizzard.
Yeah. And that's why they don't.
It's fair, yeah. That thing does look really good. Also, really scary. Like, I'm over here just terrified of that thing already.
I've got like 6 of these things to build too, and they take forever, which is why I haven't put them together.
Do you have the rules for them?
Yeah.
KeelGCO.
Yeah, can I look at them?
You ever you ever do like a narrative or a story with your tabletop wargaming? Because we're kind of working with that sort of stuff now. Which is kind of one of the reasons today was just a hobby stream, because that one on Tuesday
Took so long.
It took so long.
It was great though.
It was awesome, but it took a lot of creative energy, like right out of my face.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure I've totally recovered yet.
We were gonna stream some Kill Team, but
Yeah.
figured, hey, let's get some stuff painted instead.
Yeah, let's relax.
Yeah. Chill out.
Yeah, man. I gotta figure a way for us to listen to music. And then I can put music up on the stream too, but like without playing the music, just like in the room,
right?
Because that always sounds terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we pretty much determined, if you go back and you watch our last stream, not 40K. I just went to a local card shop for tournaments. I see. So we have started a narrative campaign around here. This is our second attempted one. The first one kind of fizzled out.
This is going better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one is going better. The first one kind of fizzled out because I think the first one we were trying to be too structured.
Yeah.
And this one we're more like, hey, let's just do cool stuff, and I think that's way better.
Mm-hmm.
So It's called What Lurks Below. You can see it either here or on YouTube, whichever is your preferred platform. We stream to both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. And you can read chat from both. Open source music? Yeah, I would use open source music, Lebang. Because
if you've got any.
I mean...
Yeah, do you have any recommendations as a person that rolls around watching one-viewer Twitch streams?
Right. That's such an interesting thing, also, just rolling around watching one-viewer Twitch streams.
Sure, it's
I'm
a
about
blast,
it.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are rad.
Yep.
So, I'm thinking...
Stats, but I'll take a look at them.
I'll take a look later, because I'm chatting it up.
Because you're interacting. People.
Yeah. So the thing about
Okay, so...
what happened in our last stream was that a lot of people are dead. Just a lot of people.
I was highly effective.
Yeah. Yes. And I think I'm super sure that the only people who escaped are like some of my Wolf Scouts, a few intercessors,
My one plane and an autarch.
Yeah, his one plane and autarch and like one of my Primaris lieutenants. So next week, we're gonna watch as the Space Wolves trying to find answers, trying to hunt down and capture that autarch in a game of Kill Team. And it's gonna be an interesting one.
And there may or may not be surprise bugs.
There may or may not be surprise bugs. That's true. Because that's been the thing, right? Like, oh my gosh, surprise bugs as well. But,
fucking surprise bugs, man.
yeah, so it will be fun. It will be interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. We could have ran it this week, but I kind of have to do some other modeling stuff. So I think I'm going to do a...
I have so many bugs to build.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do another hobby stream on Saturday.
Eddie and Krista probably can come over on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well, depending on when they come over. If they're, like, what time they would come over. Will there be surprise bees? Those are the worst kind of bees.
Or the best kind of bees.
No.
Depending on how you look at it.
I mean, if you're the bees, it's the best, yeah. But yeah, so you can stop by. We'll be playing some of that and developing this story, which I'm super jazzed about. Also, oh my god, Necron bees. Why? Who thought of that?
Necrons.
If you are a snake... Oh, right. If you are a snake bite orc,
bees
then
thought.
surprise bees are the best kind of relic weapons. Oh my god. I really need Codex orcs. Like...
I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Orcs should totally show up in this narrative.
I mean... Who knows?
They could.
Who knows what's
And
gonna
they
happen?
should.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
Who
Like,
knows?
Who knows? And like, you know, that's the best part about this one, right? Is that last one was
The last one we pretty much knew.
where it was ending, right? But that doesn't leave you a lot of room to develop and have fun. This one is way more a thing. If I had a car, I would come out and play y'all. Well, you better pack your stuff up and get to walking. I mean, you don't have to do that. Like, that's not the thing.
Yes, he does.
I mean, how far is it?
That's the real question.
That is the real question. How far is it? Bring a luggage full of orcs. Oh my gosh. Lebang, how far is it? Are you in NYC, Lebang? Yeah, you're using NYC, so.
That's too far.
That's a little too far to walk. Keel GCO asks, where y'all from? We're from Rochester, New York. Great White North.
Yep. It's fun up here.
We gotta get the fucking snowblower fixed.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, so freaking, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my god, it's gonna be good. Like, I'm excited.
I also forgot what you were gonna say.
I'm jazzed. It's one of those moments where I'm like super jazzed about sober. I'm sober jazzed.
Sober jazzed about something?
Super jazzed. That sounds like a Call of Duty character's name. So, Sergeant Super Jazz.
Super Jazz.
Reporting for duty. I heard the call.
You know we're gonna get sued now, right?
No, they now owe us $10. Take that, Activision, who's also Blizzard.
Man, Blizzard's gonna owe us so much money.
Oh my god, why? Blizzard, giving us money is actually gonna be more popular than some of your recent decisions.
Oh, so we're shooting on Diablo Immortal now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
We're separating things.
We are, yes, I'm sorry. LeBang 101 says that's kind of like Custodian General Kitten. Yes, it is kind of like Custodian General Kitten. Keel GCO says, with Blizzard's shitstorm, I doubt they will notice. That's fair. They
have a shit Blizzard going.
Oh no. We really need the snowblower.
It's okay. They're far away from us.
That's fair.
They're over in LA.
That's good. Their lawyers aren't far away, though.
Probably.
Nobody's out of range with their lawyers.
Lawyers have planet-wide range. Oh, man. I'm so excited. So excited, guys. Also, that smells really good.
Thanks.
Oh, man. Yeah. Definitely need a copy of Codex Orcs for sure.
Get it.
I will.
Right now. Let's go get it.
Can we get it right now?
Totally.
Yeah. Millennium didn't
Millennium
have it
doesn't close
previously.
until like 11.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because they have Magic tournaments and shit going on.
Alright, well, we might be ending this stream like right now. I mean, it's been going for like 2 hours.
It's been going for a little bit, yeah.
Let me finish this bug.
They close at 10.
They close at 10.
They
So,
close in 30 minutes.
yeah.
So if we're going.
Bang 101 says, oh boy, I can't wait for Kill Team Adeptus Custodes to come out.
Oh
I got the
God.
companions from Team TS and an Indiegogo campaign.
It's literally just going to be like one dude.
I think somebody, I saw somebody had actually run
A
Custodes.
Custodes kill team.
And they had like 2 guys, and it actually kind of worked.
Yeah.
You kind of get messed up on action economy, but like,
You're also Custodies.
but you're also Custodes, and that's kind of like, that's always the thing, right? You have something super elite, so it kind of gets messed up in action economy. LeBang 101 has provided a link, and I'm gonna click it.
Risky click of the day.
It's on an Indiegogo. It's okay. Fabulous Pillar Guardian. Oh yeah. So it's a sculpt of the Custodes from If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, who now also owes us $10. Take that, Brother Alpha Busa, with your amazing content. If you're interested in 40k lore and fluff and humor, I can't recommend If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device enough.
You can't. I just can't recommend them. They're bad. What?
No, I can't recommend it enough.
I know.
It's so good.
They are.
It's so good. Brother Alpha Busa. Although he doesn't... So, like, he does one of the best jobs on YouTube, in my humble opinion. Because even though he does not release constantly, right?
Similar to us.
Well, I mean, we're on the kind of constant release thing at the moment.
At the moment, we are.
But he produces such high quality content in doing it that it's brilliant. And really rewarding as a viewer to experience.
For sure.
And you actually learn stuff about, like, the past of 40k.
Yeah.
Now, of course, he was making it before 40k actually decided to move its own plot forward.
Right.
And so he kind of has, like, a divergent meta plot. But then, on top of that, that's actually the best thing about 40k, is how, you know what? Divergent meta plots. Do it. Do it. Right? Like, Planet Centaurus doesn't exist in the universe of 40k.
No.
Except for us and our viewers. Right? And so this conflict doesn't exist in the 40k universe.
I mean, it may not exist when we're done with it.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
There are fucking mecha bees on there.
Yeah. We might have to exterminatus it.
Especially after things develop.
Possibly. Who knows? Keel GCO says, blowing on the glue, don't know the baking soda trick? What's the baking soda trick?
Just don't have any baking soda.
Oh, we
Yes,
just
we do.
don't have baking.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I haven't bought any baking soda, so I didn't know we had baking soda.
Yeah.
So,
It's in the cupboard with baking powder.
yeah, well, there's one part left, so.
Yeah. Super glue accelerator is also magic, says Lebang101.
Indeed.
I got this.
Fair.
That's why I like the gel stuff.
The Arbiter is super rad at modeling, if you guys haven't noticed, and has the actual patience to hold things together enough that they glue.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Yeah. I sometimes have that.
Most of the time I don't. Most of the time it winds up being, I just don't have enough glue to solve this problem.
Most of the time, he comes over and asks me to do it.
Yeah, and then I just give up and I'm like, hey.
Arbiter!
I either give up really early and I let Arbiter do it correctly, or I give up way too late in the process and I'm like, hey, can you fix this issue that I made?
Yeah.
Of just basically having a glue monster now.
Yeah, you don't want to have a... Well, you might want to have a glue monster.
Oh man, that thing is awesome!
Yeah, that's great.
I love it.
Like an
Flip it
in-frame.
over. There you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm stoked about it.
Yeah. Keel GCO says, I started with car models, then found 40K and found out I could play with them after I was done. Right? Yeah.
I found none of that. Instead, I found a Lester, and Lester was like, hey, you want to check out this game called Infinity? And I was all like, sure, what is it?
Yeah.
And he was like, it's a tabletop game. And I had played, like Dungeons and Dragons and GURPS and Shadowrun with these guys. And I was like, all right, I'll come check it out.
Yeah.
And then I was all like, man, mini wargaming is sweet.
It is.
And then we played Infinity for a while, and I didn't really know about 40K. You guys kind of did, and they were like, hey, we should play some 40K.
Yeah.
And then we played some 40K. And then I was like, man, I really like 40K, but oh my god, it's expensive.
Yes, it is.
But it's great. I love it.
So, going back about 3 hours in conversation.
Yeah.
I get told a lot because I hang out with a bunch of other nerds doing other nerd things.
Yeah.
They're like, I would get into 40K, but it's just so expensive. And
So expensive, and I don't have a lot of time, and this and that.
you're right. I don't have the patience to paint. You don't know. Well, have you ever?
Have you ever been to a 40K tournament?
Yeah. Like one, have you ever been to a 40K tournament? Nobody has the time. Nobody has the patience for paint.
There's that one guy that has like a fully painted guard army, and then everybody else is like spray painted black with highlights.
Yeah. But
3-color minimum.
you can have 3 colors down, main. But no, then I tell them like, hey, like the
Check out
point
Kill Team.
is now you can check out Kill Team. And
Or-
Kill Team really helps this process. And I was like, because I'm like, just start slowly.
Right.
Right.
Don't arbiter.
Yeah. Right. Don't Arbiter. Don't Lester. Don't Nick. Like, don't go buying like a whole collection
Don't, Nick.
immediately, or several collections immediately. But like, especially because
My big thing was like, I have a small amount of Chaos dudes. Need a Lord of Skulls.
Yeah.
I have a small amount of Eldar dudes. Need a Wraith Knight.
Right.
And another Wraith Knight.
I
And a
mean,
Magnus.
to my credit, I have just stayed with the one force though.
That's true.
Yeah. That's fair.
But
We
can't
both have a bunch.
I got what can't actually. It's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, point is,
Yep.
Check it.
collect slowly. Collect one box at a time.
Yeah.
If you.
Build that box.
Yep.
Then do your best to paint that box.
Yep.
Before you go out
And buy
and
another
get
box.
another box.
Yeah. And that's the hard part. But if you do that, right?
You'll be way happier.
Yeah. And because like I basically ended up starting a second Space Marine collection by doing the Sons of Vengeance, like I have. Lebang 101 says, I have IG, Swolves, Orcs, Chaos, and now AdMech, all more or less unpainted. I mean,
So you have Imperium.
Imperium and well,
Nope, that's
Yep.
Imperium.
Imperium, Orcs, and Chaos. But the
Imperium, Xenos, and Chaos.
but yeah, if you collect slowly
Yep.
and assemble things like And start by collecting things you like. Don't worry about the stats of the game.
Yeah. Collect things that you either like the fluff of or just like the look of.
Yeah.
Right. Or do the thing that I did, where I was.
I'm gonna change one thing on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you're like me and you're way more into playing, it is okay to pick things that you like how they play.
Yes.
That's fair. Yeah.
Right. So that may be you drifting towards like more
that may be
higher on the power curve models, but
Right.
like if you enjoy playing with it, that's just as good as enjoying modeling it or
Right.
painting
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Yep. That's totally fair.
Right.
You know, collect.
Like I
for...
love scarabs. They're a shit model.
Yeah. Right.
But I love them. They're so much fun.
Collect for your hobby, but kind of do it slowly. Kind of do it.
LeBang says, I just want to play and maybe modeling.
Right.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Time to do some fucking eBay rescues.
Yep.
Well, I think LeBang's got himself plenty.
Yeah.
Because he was also saying he also has Kador, Retribution of Syra, and Legion of Everblight.
Yeah, that's plenty.
It's like, okay. Oh,
But for the future, eBay is your best friend.
it is.
I got pretty much my start was with the Dark Imperium box originally with Chaos. Or not the Dark Vengeance?
I don't know. It's
Something
an
like
old
that.
box that doesn't get made anymore.
Old box that doesn't get made anymore. You can buy it on eBay now though. Which
Chaos and
is,
Dark Angels.
it's cool because it's like one of the only ways to get the Dark Angels models. And two, it's the only way to get that specific Hellbrute sculpt that came in that box. And that's a great Hellbrute sculpt.
For real. It might actually be the best help.
It probably is.
LeBang says, the dilemma I have is that if I buy stuff on eBay, I get less bits for converting and end up breaking stuff for said bits eventually. Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. That is very, very fair.
That's fair.
And like if you're looking to do modeling, like eBay's not the best thing. But if you're looking to just get into a game and play it, eBay, man.
Yeah.
Can't say enough about it.
Speaking of eBay, I'm going to talk about a thing I'm mad about right now.
Okay.
And that's Warhammer 40k Conquest, the magazine, and how it's only available in the UK.
Yep.
And how
I'm mad about it, but I try not to think about it too much.
Well, the problem is I really want Lieutenant Calcius, the lieutenant that's like drawing a sword from a sheath.
To be fair, I am fairly certain that there is somebody out there in one of the groups that we are in where if you gave them some money every month, they would just send you the stuff that comes in.
That's totally fair. I probably could arrange that. Not that
you might even know somebody that's over there already. I don't know. I don't know your life.
Bro! Anyways.
Yes. Yeah.
LeBang 101 says, I traded some cyber wolves for a battle wagon, but found out that the battle wagon was made with super glue. I ended up breaking it for parts. You can, if something is super glued, throw it in the freezer. It'll break the super glue, apparently.
Yep.
LeBang 101 says, Warhammer Conquest is the only loot box I would buy. Yes. It is that is the loot box I would buy. Although
we're stuck here with like spiky bits, basically.
You could totally get Ro to send it to us, though.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, 100%.
We'd have to send him peanut butter.
Oh, that's not.
Can he not get peanut butter?
You can't get Jif in the UK.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird. It
Right?
probably has some kind of ingredient that might be like.
It's just not. It doesn't meet their standard for peanut butter or some
It's
shit.
weird. And he really is all about Jif, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's really about Jif because he's actually allergic to peanuts, but he will eat it anyway.
Wow.
If only they accepted box tops for 40k kits. Oh my god, right? Kill GCO. Mama says anything loot box is the devil. You're right. You're right. Kill GCO.
We should make a loot box.
Well,
No.
what would we put in a loot box, Nick?
What's actually in a loot box? Just crap.
Fucking zing.
Get the YMB loot box. It's literally just sometimes food.
Occasionally, like fingernail clippings.
Oh god. Also,
it's the gift of Nurgle.
It's the gift of Nurgle. Oh man, now I just had a really hilarious idea for a video. Okay.
Horrible people. Anyways.
God, we're hilarious.
We are kind of funny.
LeBang101 says Forge World loot box would pretty much be 30k stuff. You know what? I would take that though, especially if like
I
one
love the
month.
fucking 40k Forge World shit for Necrons though. No lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could get one of those fucking drills in that loot box,
Oh.
I'd be in.
I'd be all over it.
Yeah.
I'd be all over it for one of those drills because it's the
I
only.
need to avoid doing anything remotely associated with ordering things from Forge World because I will end up with one of those
Yep.
Seraph Tech constructs.
It's totally true.
I'm really upset that drill thing
Yep.
is the only dedicated transport that AdMech have.
Right. LeBang101 says, I kind of want to go to the dark side and get a Terrax drill from Yoi Hammer.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, look, like,
that's the thing is there's other third-party stuff out there
yeah.
that makes GW in quotes and Forge World stuff in quotes, right?
Yeah.
I tend to stay away from it personally.
I haven't bought any of it yet. The only thing that I think I really want third party that is GW-esque is that Victoria Models makes
Victoria Models has some great guard stuff.
yeah, and they have some female guard stuff.
Yeah.
And the 22nd Progenian is supposed to be like 30% female.
Okay.
And it's just not at the moment.
No.
Because of that.
I mean, you could do some modeling stuff to get around it.
I don't know. Like some of that stuff can be really nice though. Like
No, some of it's really good quality.
Eddie's Flyrant is that.
Yeah.
I'm not bashing it at all.
No.
Right?
Do your hobby how you're going to do your hobby.
Yeah. The only thing I'm saying is the only reason why I personally stay away from it is because, it's technically not like you can't really bring it to like a GW store to use or anything like that. But
Again, it depends on your culture, and if you're not an asshole, like people will put up with a lot more stuff if you're not a jerk.
That's true.
LeBang101 says $49 reduce is better than 117. Yes, it is. That is way better than 117. I definitely don't have my phone out looking at that right now, but I don't play enough AdMech to justify it. That's fair.
I do.
KLGCO says, I can see paying a few extra dollars for quality, but in the end, it's mass-produced injection molded plastic. That's, man, that's fair.
That says it all. That
Yeah.
says it all right there. Like, yes, it is high-quality resin, right, from Forge World, right? But I don't think that their models are necessarily worth what you're paying for them.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, but
that's...
I'm fucking Xenos over here, so like.
Right. You don't have much.
I don't.
Right.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. I'm not knocking people that get it either, for the record, right? If you want.
Pylon.
Yeah.
Pylon's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Nightwing was a lot of fun to play with.
Oh, is that a Forge World model?
Yep, it's a Forge World model. It's really cool looking.
I haven't even tried any Forge World rules on anything.
The reason why I took it is because it is like 112 points cheaper than a Hemlock Wraithfighter.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the points for a Wraithfighter.
That's fair. Keel GCO says, no, not knocking anyone for sure, just not for everyone. Yeah, that's fair, my dude. That's fair. Like, that's chill as heck, man. Do the wings actually articulate on it?
Yes. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Yeah, they probably do.
Yeah.
And if they do, awesome. Also,
there it is with them.
LeBang101 says, how would a super heavy detachment of pylons play? It murders things.
I mean, it depends on what it would be fighting, right? So, if you were running like a squad of 5 knights, and I was running a squad of 3 pylons, I would win that game on turn 2.
Yep. When they dropped in, like 3 of the knights would be gone.
Mm-hmm. No, I just start them on the field.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because they have 30 wounds, and I could spend a CP to make them fire at full profile.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah.
And each one would delete a knight.
Keel GCO says, does anyone make metal yet? What do you mean, Keel GCO? Like a lot of
old Games Workshop shit.
Yeah.
is pewter, and also Infinity is pewter. Some of the like holy pewter, 100%.
Are you talking about like 3D laser sintering, which would be awesome, but like heavy as shit and expensive as fuck?
Yeah.
And I swore.
It's
It's
okay.
okay. We've
all
been swearing.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're streaming.
Yeah, and it's more of a. I guess it's probably more of a volume thing. So as long as like a sentence is literally not just us dropping the F-bomb.
Like a lot of Eldar's like.
Also, it's 9:47.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we're gonna hit millennium,
No,
we gotta go.
It's not happening.
Oh, okay.
Like
It could. But we literally have to end now and just.
yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, it's fine. I'll go.
We can go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Also, they'll be open till midnight tomorrow.
11.
Nah. Friday Night Magic. They're not closing until midnight.
That's fair.
But anyways, yeah.
Like, there's no way that's
That's fair.
midnight.
I mean, to be fair, they're probably open later tonight too. But
Either way, I'm not worried about it.
me neither.
It's not that big a deal.
Nope.
We really needed to go when we had the thought.
Yeah.
But but man, that was a good time. It was a good time. Like I'm already excited to crack open Codex Orc. Keel GCO says, "Oh man, Magic. Haven't thought about that in almost 15 years. We've been playing some Commander lately,
Love it.
and
It's the way to play Magic.
it is the way to play Magic. It's pretty good. It fixes a lot of the problems I have with Magic. Namely that sometimes when you're playing regular Magic, it really just feels like you're just sitting there doing your deck and not playing against your opponent. You're just, well, here I am, here's my 60 cards. The deck itself is a random number generator. Then do my random numbers line up so that my not random numbers can happen. And then I win the game. And then that's unappealing to me. But Commander, you have to talk to your opponents. You have to talk to them. You have to, like, interact with them as people. And that's exciting.
And a lot of the shit that, like, just straight up ends a normal game of Magic just gets deleted in Commander, which I love.
Yeah. LeBang 101 says, Commander is fun, though. Everyone is trying to combo off, then someone randomly dies to infect, then question marks, then profit. Yes. Yes, exactly.
The nice thing about us is that none of us are currently using any decks that have infect. Thank God, because Brian has an Atraxa deck, and Atraxa infect is not fun.
I'm being nice.
Kill GCO says, we used to just play home games. Party with 30 drunk/blazed teenagers screaming late 90s slang.
It sounds a lot like...
That's basically us now. Except we're not teenagers.
Super
And
not
usually only one of us is drunk. It's me.
Sometimes it's two.
Sometimes it's two, yeah. Sometimes it's two.
It's never all three of us.
Yeah. But yeah, that is definitely sounds like a good time.
Always.
Oh, man. Yo, by the way, LeBang, Kill GCO. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us, guys.
Yeah, totally.
This is
This is a super casual, super laid back stream tonight.
Oh, I love it. And so, like, people talk about this sort of stuff, or people say this stuff all the time, right?
Yeah.
When, like, you see, like, even larger streamers being like, you know what, guys, you're really making this.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, while I am normally all about, like, ragging on people and being like, yeah, well, you're not saying what you really mean. Like, no, like, for reals, the audience makes a stream.
Yeah.
And so you guys coming by and hanging out is really making my freaking day. LeBang 101 says, anyone can be an infect player by running a single tainted swipe. Give one of your friends 10 plus power creatures infect at instant speed. Jesus. What?
Yeah. We're staying away from that.
Yeah.
Also, crafted exoskeleton and assault suit.
It's really funny. It's a really funny idea to me to do that.
Crafted exoskeleton?
Target creature gets infect, or the equipped creature gets infect.
Yeah.
And then if it's got another effect of like if equipped creature or if grafted exoskeleton is removed from equipped creature, sacrifice equipped creature.
Gotcha.
But you know what assault suit does and whatnot, so
Yeah,
it's just basically gives target creature infect.
Thank you for the link, Labang.
It gives target creature infect, but it also lets you sacrifice that creature at instant speed.
Yes.
Oh.
Right? Which means that I can give you this thing, and then you can't like use it for a sack effect or anything.
You also can't use it against you.
Yeah.
Like if they try to swing at you.
No,
Assault suit.
it's a way to keep
Anyway.
control of things with assault suit.
Yeah.
And they're also infect.
Right.
So
Labang's link was for Tainted Strike. 1 black mana. Instant. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains infect until end of turn.
Yep.
Which is #disgusting.
It's awesome.
It's like part of a hilarious combo where you give something like turn 1, I play fucking 1/1, and then I'm green, so I give it like +3/+3, and then I give it double strike, and then I give it infect, and now you fucking take 10 like
Yeah.
so you can hit people for 10 infect counters turn 1 with a haste creature. It's really stupid.
Yeah.
Oh. Labang says it's best when someone accidentally kills someone with infect. Wow. Like, I accidentally. Do you just
It's like, hey, you're attacking somebody, they've got no blockers, right? But it's like a 9 power thing, and you're just like, bang! It's got +1/+0 and infect now. Haha, you're dead.
Well, oh yeah, like you like play it on somebody else's creature
That's
swinging at
already
somebody.
attacking at somebody else, yeah.
Labang says #sharing is caring. It doesn't have to be your creatures that infects. Yeah, Labang getting right to the thing. Probably faster than we realized it, but stream delay. Man. What a good time. All right, so I have to pee, finally. I haven't had to pee in a while.
I don't think you need to announce it to the stream.
What? The
go
stream
for it.
doesn't need to hear about my
Sharing is caring.
Hashtag
Bringing it back.
Hashtag sharing is caring.
It's funny because he explained it.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw into the chats. I wonder if it will put it up on both chats.
What's that?
I'm gonna put up the link to our Discord.
Ah, nice. Yeah, do it.
Once I figure out that really quick. I actually have a Google Docs thing with this. And so if you want to hang out with us some more, you can chill out on the Discord, and we talk about things and some stuff. Mostly 40K. We have channels for 40K, Magic. I'll probably make a D&D channel in like 10 minutes. So if you want to talk D&D, yeah.
It does take you a while to pee.
Yeah, it's true. But I think this is a pretty good time to end the stream.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
So,
being in New York, have you tried adult modeling, aka AR-15?
No.
No.
We're really not into guns around here.
We are in New York.
Yeah. One, we are in New York. Also, I had myself an M4 for quite a long time, and I've decided I don't like it. So yeah. Challenger approaching. Oh, Matthew joined the Discord. Rad. So I know that Discord link works, and I know it went to both Twitch and YouTube. Rad. All right. So that's it for us tonight, y'all. Have a good night.